And also my special guest too, because higher is weighing, low is available. Either way, we're about to go on tour. A lot to talk about tonight. A lot to talk about. Y'all saw part 2, and oh my lord, my lord, my lord, my lord. So let me take down this iconic. Intro here. You see the virtual tour background, and you hear the virtual tour music. And then there is me. Hey everybody, welcome in. Glad to have you here on a Saturday night. A very special edition at 11 o'clock. So glad to have all of you here in the building. I know it's late. Okay, don't blame me. Blame my mama. Okay, listen. I try to be there for everybody. Okay, so listen. Okay, but we are here. We are live, and we are on tour. So let's get started, everybody. Let's get started with part 2 of the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. So we start off still at AKS Studios in Los Angeles, California. Tisha launches allegations about Kiki, and these allegations are that Kiki's cheated on Armin has cheated on Kiki, and that apparently Kiki gave Armin money for a date. Now, truly, I thought that this was utter BS because, Tisha, did you get upset about a pregnancy test that your husband didn't believe or want to believe because he got a vasectomy? And you said at the season finale, if we don't have trust, we have nothing. So you really need to go out.
And so, not only that, but when that was said, it was how when the question was asked by Carlos, okay, so, is it true that you gave him money? And, the way she explained it, no. He got money from you. You didn't know what he was using it for, and you ended up catching him later on that day. And Absolutely. You see how everybody that was up there was like, what? Wait, Tisha, you made it sound like it was so bad. And then she tried to backtrack and was like, well, I don't know what happened. So then why say something?
Exactly
why even
right.
Your guns to say something if you will backtrack and say you don't know?
Right.
And I feel like also with that, it proved what we said last week about her rehearsing and how
in all the car,
of it, because she pulled out a whole dossier.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
A whole file folder full of just pages of what she was going to say. That lets you know that she had an ulterior motive. It was already there. You girl, Tisha. But yeah, let's just go on. She looked real stupid after saying that what she said about Kiki and then backtracking. So let's move on. Yeah.
And not to mention, too, even Maurice was like, don't bring Armin into this, family repercussions regardless. And when she got played, she was like, I don't know, but she still married him. It's like, Tisha, just take the damn L. You lost that one. You lost. And then Kiki saying your teeth is too damn big to be that damn stupid, to be that damn dumb. I'm like, oh my God, call Tisha a trick. I'm like, hashtag they came there to fight, but they are losing.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, Kiki was not backing down, and what I found utterly crazy was the fact that Marcel was really trying to make it as though Kiki was using them as a storyline. No, honey, it's the other way around. Y'all needed Kiki for a storyline. She's been y'all storyline for damn near 3 seasons now.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely.
You don't need y'all. She's got a story of her own, because if she just talks about her sobriety and her journey of you know what I'm saying, her being a teacher, or wasn't she like a professor? She was a professor at the college, first off.
Yes.
And that's what she got Tisha in at the school. So come on, who's trying to be who? And who has more of the story? Kiki. So there's no reason for her to need to use y'all as a storyline, Marcel. Stop it.
Absolutely.
So y'all need to get a storyline, because y'all steady still talking about her being on drugs. And even when Mel said, listen, I popped up on her, she didn't know. Production was there. I was in the restroom with her. So there was no way that she could have, faked the piss or whatever.
Exactly right.
They still didn't want to believe it. And still was, oh, well, the test, yeah, the test was wrong. And then Maurice, well,
Absolutely.
or somebody's lying. No, how was that? Y'all wouldn't believe it. Even if she took it right then and there, y'all still wouldn't believe the results. And also, I do remember Kiki stating that she was trying to wean herself off of the methadone.
Yes, because if we
So I,
remember, because if we remember in one of the episodes that she was perspiring at Stormy's guest house, which she never uses, and the air conditioner was broken.
mhm.
So it was said in the episode. Y'all don't get mad at me. Go watch the episode. But anyway, but yeah, with all that being said, then we get into the conversation about bugs, Kiki, and hey, Alpha MC, welcome and glad to have you here. We get into the conversation with Kiki, Kiki, Bugs, and Tisha. So 2 days before Tisha heard the conversation with the guy and Kiki, Tisha said Kiki never called Tisha. Kiki wanted to talk to Tisha face to face. Y'all remember in the season premiere, where that was the case, right? So
Mhm.
on that sheet of paper, the receipts, is the cold conversation between Kiki and Tisha. And then y'all, one of the best parts of part 2, and this was just at the beginning. Carlos asked Kimmy and Melody, "Do you think that Tisha is being ignorant to what is being said to her by Kiki, and she's not wanting to listen?" And now we are going to have an audio visual demonstration by Braylon and
Please.
PG. So you go ahead and be Melody, because
Okay.
we need a queen for this. I'm gonna be Kimmy.
Right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Kimmy.
Go Mel.
Go ahead, Kimmy.
No. Queen first. I'm a princess. I'm with a prince. You go first.
Go ahead, Kimmy.
We're here for 8 hours, Mel. It's okay. Go right ahead.
Uh, no, Kimmy, you go ahead. Go ahead. Wow.
I think she's just fed up. I think she's done, and she just wants proof. Okay, now you go.
Mm,
Hang on.
I think, as when it comes to your marriage, you need concrete evidence, and I think that's what she needs right now.
Yo, that was so. By the way, wonderful job by the legendary GG9 there. Hang on, let me
Thank
make
you,
sure I
thank
get
you,
by. There we go, right there.
thank you so much,
Legendary job.
Braylon.
Listen. That shit was so damn funny. I'm like, you know what was understood does not need to be explained. And then
Listen, as
Martell just
long as it took them both to go, they was playing tennis with that. They was going back and forth
man,
like Venus and Serena. I Let me tell you, I had the time of my life watching that. I even think I
oh my
did take it back
god,
just to see it happen again because I was like,
man.
that's hilarious.
Yep,
That is
absolutely.
crazy. And it was just, and if you hear the answer, you could tell that both of them was trying to be as nice as possible
Yes, they were.
and kind of, no, stop tiptoeing around this girl. Y'all just seen how she came out guns blazing. Stop tiptoeing
Exactly.
and say the truth. Yes,
And and
you were
on
dumb, Tisha.
and honestly, to tell you the truth, nobody ever agrees with Martell on anything. But I agreed with Martell when he did the because it was factual. Like the fact that they were ping ponging back and forth, y'all basically
Mhm.
both believe that she's being ignorant to it, but you gotta say something because the camera's in your face. You
Right,
know what I mean? Like, really?
right. You gotta say something. And as long as it took for them to even think of something good to say, said it all.
Mm-hmm.
It was what was said.
Absolutely.
Listen, it was understood. Okay, they didn't have to say nothing. What's understood
Absolutely.
don't need to be said.
That part. That part right there. So then, Kiki, saying, knowing the person that she is, why make up something to just ruin their marriage? And then Marcel said to be relevant on TV. Without things coming to me, she's not useful. Really? She's not useful. Let me ask you something. Is Scout useful? with projects? Because don't y'all have a $5.7 million lawsuit allegedly? So are
Right,
y'all useful?
allegedly. And right,
I
there's
mean,
multiple lawsuits. That's not the only one.
right.
And then on top of that, like I said, Kiki was the one that got Tisha into the college when she
Mm-hmm.
first went to school. So
Absolutely.
evidently, Kiki got the sauce.
Absolutely right.
And like I said, her sobriety journey is enough for her story. She don't need
Right.
them. They've been
Not
writing off her for almost 3 seasons. Let's call it what it is. Y'all
mm,
need the storyline because you have none. Your businesses
absolutely.
are failing. Your get rich quick schemes aren't making any money. And enough money that you make, y'all gonna get BBLs. So,
Lord help. But not to mention too, I
in my
just want this
opinion,
question. No, 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 absolutely. I want this question answered. What grown woman is going to allow her husband to go to a bachelor weekend on your anniversary weekend of your marriage?
hold on, to Columbia. Let's not forget where he went. He wasn't just in town. He didn't
That
go
part.
to Atlanta. He didn't go to Magic City. He wasn't in Vegas. No, he went
That
to
part.
Columbia,
That part.
the brothel capital.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Really? Right. Okay. And that just happened to be the weekend that you went to Vegas. And now when you came back, you had to take a pregnancy test. Stop it with the fake storylines. Y'all need to
That
keep.
part. That part. That part right there. Cause I'm just like, really? Really, and as we do talk about Colombia, I have a thumbnail as I often do, for many things, guys. For many, like I said, I've done over 70 clips of this season, and so let me just bring up this thumbnail here, if you'll indulge me just for a little bit here. So Tisha went to Vegas, gambled to gain weight. Marcel went to Colombia and put his chocolate in a curvaceous ball, but everything's okay. Okay, then. I guess. I guess. Just. Me and my damn thumbnails, Lord help. Let's roll on, shall we? Because
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, my phone didn't even want to unmute because I was about to say something. My phone was like, "Nope, don't you can't even nope."
oh my god. Oh my God. Alf MC says Kiki had tons of zingers to discuss. She should have brought up the lawsuits against the Scots 1.0, plus any rumors about them not doing for the community after the Expo, as they said that would. Absolutely, Alf MC, absolutely. You know what it is? I think it's a fight or flight situation with that cast, because you want to get out clean, but you also want to get back because it's the reunion, right? So it's definitely a fine line. But I agree with you. Listen, if you coming at me, listen, I'll just talk about what the streets are talking about. Absolutely. So no, 100% agreed. 100% agreed. So we get to Crime Stoppers. Of course, the recap of Kiki's season happens in the tests, and of course, the lovely Gigi9 talked about that. But here's another thing, though, right? So Carlos talks about the drink being thrown at Tisha, and Carlos says, and I quote, "When Melody threw a drink on Martell, we said, 'Bitch, go ahead.'" I'm like, this actually aired on national television. I'm like, oh my lord, oh my lord, like, okay, really, like, what did you think about that, Gigi, when Carlos said what he said about Martell getting a drink thrown in his face, and we said, "Bitch, go ahead." What did you think about that statement?
Listen, I was stuck off Carlos rubbing him down. I was stuck on that part because Carlos was rubbing him down. I said, well, damn, if he grabbed on Martell's muscles one more time and get a little quick feel, I know something.
Lord help, Lord
So
help.
listen, are we surprised of what he said? And
No,
the way that it was received, like there was no, oh, don't say that. Like, If that was said to you, what would you say?
Of what Carlos said, of that
Yeah.
when somebody threw a drink in my face, we said, "Itch, go ahead."
Yes.
What I would say to Carlos is, you know what, you're right. A lot of people said, "Itch, go ahead," but when we asked you for a response on taking responsibility, you didn't say a damn word.
Mm-mm.
How about that?
Nothing.
That's what I would
But
have said.
right, but this is the thing. Why is it that when Kiki throws a drink, she on drugs? Mel throws a drink. Now we knew what she threw the drink for, and it definitely was validated.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I'm gonna say this in Kiki's defense. Now, listen, it's not right how her attitude was. She could have
No,
picked
it's
a
not.
different time to do that. Listen, we're not condoning violence, but I understand her when she says, "Now you know exactly what ticks me." Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you are ignoring me and you know that that's something that gets under my skin and will make me flip to 27, listen, you better you know what you're doing. So when I
Absolutely.
act this way, don't be surprised and don't try to say that it's something else when it's really you know what you're doing. Because one,
Absolutely.
your family. Family don't know, some people, like it all depends on your family, but family knows you.
Right.
Especially if y'all grown up together, they know you. They know what you like and you dislike. And with the tumultuous relationship between Kiki and Tisha, they know what makes each other's, pushing each
Oh,
other's buttons. They know how to do that. And I feel like
absolutely.
that Tisha does that a lot. And
No,
I
for
just don't like
sure.
the fact that they, try to make it like, oh, Kiki throwing a drink, that's drugs. But, it that's just that.
In the words of Cat Williams, when he said in the Shannon Sharp interview, of if you want me to speak better of you, then you should have treated me better. You don't get to dictate my experiences that I've had with you. And I think that's what it honestly was, because to your point, Alpha MC, I did not like Carlos go. I did not like how Carlos was going in on Kiki. His tone was very judgmental and dismissive. And to that point, when Carlos said to Kiki, it says a lot of people from the cast and crew said that your behavior has been erratic at times. Why did I feel like that was the conversation that they had with Destiny? Viewers are saying you're not showing your life, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, and then she was off the show. Because that's what it sounded like to me. Am I off with that assessment or no?
No, no. Because, and with you putting it like that, I can see it. Like, it definitely does put you in the mind frame of, okay, is this. Because honestly, that was almost kind of how he did the Whitlows at first. You
Yeah.
know, the viewers want you guys off the show. They don't want to see you. They say you're having fake storylines. That was kind of the same thing. But of
Mm-hmm.
course, the Whitlow state. And the thing about it is, they've been talking about Kiki's sobriety all of this time. And it takes for
Right.
this season for you guys to, even bring in a drug test, to even try
Right.
to shut down the drug test, the drug use rumors. Like, you guys have waited so long and now you're acting like, oh my God, Kiki's on drugs. And no, this is something I didn't like. You brought up the Crime Stoppers, but
Mm-hmm.
not once did you say she has not been charged
That
and
part.
there's been no no charges filed against her. She's not been locked up for this. None of it. It was
Absolutely.
almost accusatory in a
No,
way.
absolutely right. And not to mention too, when the conversation came about the barbecue, and that Carlos said, at the barbecue looked like you were on a mission. And to Tisha's credit, she did not speak to you when Kiki said, "When I'm ignored, I'm triggered." And then Marceau said, "Well, try to ignore her, babe." That was just like, okay, Marceau, really, dog, really, you. And the funny thing was,
That
Maurice
shows
said,
just how much he eggs Tisha on to do dumb shit.
absolutely, absolutely, because when Maurice said that Kiki was looking for a moment, so Marceau wasn't looking for a moment by telling Kiki to be ignored because she said her trigger, so Marceau activated her trigger on the stage. Are we not seeing that?
Right, but how many? And this goes into him sitting on the couch talking with the women and always saying you're always in women's business. What did you have to do with that? This is two cousins going at it. Now we know that you are the battery in Tisha's back. We know that you are steady egging her on to do dumb shit to make you look good because you feed off the fact that she looks stupid and that you're able to call her out every chance that you get. So you're going to have her continue to look stupid so that you can sit there and say, oh no, I told her not to, so that you can try to play the level head. You're the one who's actually, no, it's not me, it's her. No, it's you. And we
Mm-hmm.
just saw that because what
Absolutely.
was the point in that? What were you going to get out of that? And honestly, I'll say this. Yeah, Tisha should have ignored her because all the shit that Tisha was saying, there was no point. And honestly, you don't have to ignore her, but you didn't have to say all of what you said and then act like you're going to ignore me now. Oh no, that's going to be even more of a problem.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And to that point, and Alpha MC, I'm going to answer that question because Marcel did that for a very specific purpose. Hey, Mary Hooks, like, comment, share, subscribe. We are live on tour. That is the legendary Queen T with GG9. I'm Braylon Lee, a very special edition. I was at a event with my family, and my mom said, listen, the real ones will show up for you, Bray. You don't have to be so tied to YouTube. I'm like, I know, but it took this long to get here. But listen, y'all know I've never failed y'all yet. And moms are right. Sometimes we do need a break sometimes. So I appreciate y'all still coming through for this legendary after show. I hope you guys enjoyed the 901 videos. And trust me, y'all gonna see the thumbnails tonight live because, oh, Lord, I had a good time. But anyway, back to this. So with that being in, Mom, I love you very much. Okay, I'm just giving the context to my people on why I wasn't here at 9. But I love you. I had a good time with Dad and my sister. Love y'all very much. So with that being said, the story of Kiki buying drugs was this. So, Lord help. So Tisha said, so last year you didn't tell me that you got drugs from a car and that you bought drugs from him and that he keeps his money in the mill, that you snatch a bunch of money and pay him with his own money. And that, Carlos also asked Marcel and Tisha, when you saw what happened, did you think Kiki was back on drugs? And Marcel said yes. And thank you, Alpha MC. I'm putting that comment up, Mom. If you are watching, you see my virtual travelers, the legendary tourists, as Alpha MC calls us, the virtual tour family.
Yeah, mothers are definitely always
So,
right. Well, my mamas, we ain't gonna say, listen. No, we gonna say mothers because the ones that's not mothers, we not even gonna give them the satisfaction. But yes, mothers are right because they have the best intentions. Let me tell you,
absolutely.
my son actually messaged me earlier just out the blue. Was like, Mom, just thinking about you. How are you? He's off in college. And
Yes.
he actually just made captain of the lacrosse team. So listen here, little black boys out here
Congratulations.
doing it.
Yes,
Listen,
indeed.
black boy magic. Okay, let me tell
That
you.
part. That part.
But
Congratulations to
yeah,
that young man. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
but no, I was just saying yes. Your mom's right, and I told you that earlier with the live. Listen
Yes, you
here,
did.
you do what you can, and you go be with the family.
Absolutely.
So I'm
Absolutely.
glad that y'all actually had a good time. But yeah,
You
back
did.
to this, what
Yes.
we was talking about,
Yes.
because teacher was talking about how she had told her, "Oh, well, you grabbed the drugs or you grabbed the money out his console and then turned around and paid and got the drugs with the money that you stole from him." And Alpha MC, you were so right because I was wondering the same thing. Why did Marcel pull out this $100 bill like he was going to snort a line of cocaine?
Now, now, hang
Like
on
he
one
was
second. Hang on
here.
one second, because that's where we get to, right? Because the time frame of when this happened, Marceau said it happened in 2021. Now, isn't it interesting that he pulls out $100 in front of Kiki's face at this reunion? So he pulled out $100 bill at a reunion, but couldn't have $100 at Expo for a fee. Or you just
Listen,
gonna
that was probably the
bypass
$100
behind
he was trying to get from Stormy.
Marceau, your game has been seen, son.
But
Your game
listen,
has been seen, son.
he didn't just pull that $100 out. If y'all didn't see, that nigga started rolling up. He started rolling that shit up. Okay. Oh
Mm-hmm.
Lord, I don't like using that. Listen, but he's a ninja. Listen, that he did. started them edges. He started rolling. I said, "Oh yeah, this nigga, he snorts. He does something." And there's already been accusations. Listen, okay, we're gonna say allegedly, and then we're gonna say in my opinion, but there has been some talkings that him and Tisha have been out there on them drugs. And there has also been, allegedly, we're going to say Tisha is a klepto. Her and Wanda, kleptos, got records for being kleptos. So y'all throwing all of this mud on Kiki, but yet just know that the same mud that you throwing on her, you tracking your house.
Lord help me.
So yeah, that didn't make no sense. And then did you see the part where Marcel was steady talking about when they was talking about the lock, and she's like, I don't know what you would need with a lock. And Marcel said to take it back so you can get the money for drugs. And she said, well, how you gonna take it back without the receipt? She told me, you take it back, you go get a gift card, and then you do. I said, he know a whole lot to not be out here because he gave the whole thing.
Exactly. And then Tisha said every hustler. No, I'm like, does that include you too?
Does that include you? Right. So
like, I couldn't do it. So
I was feeling it.
Oh, absolutely. Then Kimmy with her 2 cents that she didn't know if Kiki was on drugs, but when she came around the corner, she was jittery and super sway, everything else. And Uppity, I think a couple of other content creators, but I'm saying Uppity because I remember her video very specifically, where Kimmy was grabbing and holding Kiki very aggressively, when really it should have been the other way around of just letting Marceau being handled. And it's funny to me because when that $100 bill came out, Courtney should have dropped down $1,000. I'm like, oh, you got the 100 now. Here's 100 for you, and 100 for you, and 100 for you, and
right. You get 100, you get 100, and you get 100.
Exactly. And then go to the camera. This is for all the viewers. There you go. There's $100. You take it. No, take it. Take it. You got it. You got it. Because honestly, I'm like that was a really cheap shot. That was a really, really cheap shot. With that being said, and so then the drug test is talked about from Dr. Rogers, and Carlos is saying if you take methadone, when and make it positive, and Tisha has a smirk on her face. Like, Tisha, stop. Chemistry class was not your best class, okay? Because listen, Kiki has said that methadone is a painkiller. So if you're taking a prescription drug, it will show up positive on a drug test. Like, that's common sense. You thought that was a win for you? Really? But yet you got upset about a pregnancy test, and Marcel doesn't know.
Exactly. You got upset about that, not having trust in your husband, not trusting you, believing you. But you were so quick to just write Kiki off, throw her under the bus, and just make it like she just cannot be redeemed. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like that's definitely not the case, because you want the way that she acts and then turn around and act like you want people to treat you like you are some princess or held up to some standard. Girl, stop. That's just like when she tried to tell Stormy that shit, talking about we're all millionaires up here. Girl, no, y'all not.
No.
Where's Scott Maynard? Y'all millionaires, but y'all got Scott Maynard that's not done.
That part.
And you living in an apartment still.
Wait a minute. Not Chateau Charest on Love and Marriage Huntsville now. Not that. Not that being a thing. Lord help.
Chateau Charest. At least Charest got a chateau.
That's true. It is finished. No matter how long it took, it is finished.
She got right. She got a chateau. Okay.
Yes.
What do they have besides a 2-3 bedroom apartment?
Not a damn thing. By the way, the title card of that there's been no charges filed was shown again in this episode. We already talked about the context of the P situation, that Melody and the producers walked into the restroom. Now, I know she said bathroom, but it was restroom. 10 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of you here. That is the legendary GG9. I'm Braylon Lee. We are live on tour talking about part 2 of this 3-part reunion, y'all, of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Lord help, we are in the midst right now of Kiki's part of the season. So
But
after,
that
yes,
brings me to the hold on. I'm sorry. I just
no, go
had
right ahead.
um, a thought because it was
Sure.
okay. We have talked about and we've covered Love and Marriage Huntsville for a while.
Yes, we
So there
have.
was a video that I actually did, and I've talked about this a couple times when Kiki, Tisha, and Marceau was at
Hmm.
Wanda's baked potato bake off or whatever she was doing when she was had them potatoes,
Hmm.
and Kiki sat down, and her and Tisha was going back and forth.
Correct.
Kiki was about to expose Marceau on some stuff that he had did, and he got so mad and angry that he basically told her, "Shut the fuck up." He said, "I will burn this bitch down."
Hmm.
Say he said, "Say one word and I will burn this shit down." So I'm like, damn, Kiki knows something. She knows where the bodies are
Absolutely.
buried. Okay.
Absolutely.
And anytime she speaks it, Marceau tries to do something to keep her from saying something. And
I
it
mean,
does
my.
seem like, hey,
Mhm.
the way he pulled out that $100, it was either, hey, look, you hey, don't say nothing too much and I'm gonna give you this 100. You know, could have been some hush money. I don't know. But the way he pulled it out, it was like, why really? That just goes into when, because it was also said, and we're going to say allegedly too,
Mhm.
that Marcel has a baby with one of Tisha's cousins. And he
Not
even made,
not hashtag it's a family affair. Go ahead.
listen, and he even made a live, and I have the video on that. So you guys make sure you can go through the
Yes,
videos and
please do.
it's there where Marcel goes live with Tisha, joking, allegedly, joking about him having a baby with her cousin. Why would you joke about something like that with your wife right there? I don't care if you
Wait,
think
wait,
that's a
wait,
joke or not, but that's not something funny.
wait. Let's flip it, reverse it, and rewind that all the way back up. So you mean to tell me that the ninja that was in Houston that was upset that his wife took a pregnancy test and he got a vasectomy allegedly had a family affair with a cousin, but he had a vasectomy?
Allegedly, yes, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we
And
all got
and
that
like I,
cleared
and it's
up.
not allegedly. This is facts that he himself stated that he had a baby, a son. It's supposed to be a son with Tisha's cousin, and she was like, "Don't say that. That's not funny." I said, "Why would you joke about something like that?"
And that's why I asked that clarifying question of did so that's the same guy that was upset about the wife taking a pregnancy test, but he has a son with a family member in
Yes.
Tisha's family. Okay,
Hmm.
got it. Oh hell. Okay,
Yes.
let's roll
The
on because
video is posted of him doing that live. It's on my page. It's on my
what
page.
would
Listen
what would
here.
you
I ain't
say?
finna tell you no lie. I can come with any receipts, honey, because yes, I questioned it. I said, why in the world would you say some stuff like that? I don't care if you're trying to troll people or because people said that, you had a baby with her cousin. Why would you come out and joke like that?
Yeah, that's a little much. Mary Hooks is saying allegedly he was with the cousin first, and Tisha knew allegedly. So with that being said, Mary Hooks, it's interesting that Tisha would throw out the fact that Kiki cheated on me, Armin cheated on Kiki, and that Tisha said that Kiki still married Armin, but yet Tisha still married Marceau after. Let's roll on.
You're not
Let's roll on
right.
because I'm
Listen,
I'm I'm, clar-
yeah.
I'm clarifying too damn much for y'all. Let's just roll on. I can't. So after all that's being said, Kiki Carlos is asking Kiki about the drugs. Have you been sober all this season? Were you sober at the barbecue? Alpha MC, listen, as I'm clarifying it for you, my brain cells are burning mentally, okay, not literally, mentally, everybody, mentally. So but all those questions are being asked to Kiki, and the only thing that Kiki has taken is Percocet. And so Marceau said we've known her for 18 years, and so Marceau said that he's picked her up off the road so many times, and so there was a situation where I think Kiki and Armin were in the car, and so Armin took the keys from Kiki and Kiki was walking. Now that story has been said before. That's not no new story just for a reunion. That story has been
Right.
said
That has
before.
been exactly. That has been said before. So I don't know why Marcel was like, that's the best you can come up with. This has been her story. She's said this multiple
Yeah.
times.
Now, like I said, there's been a lot happening with Kiki, but we also got to recognize that Kiki has at least owned up to some of her ish. Okay, we got to at least acknowledge that. Marceau said that he got called after everyone else got called when her mom, her husband, and friends did not want to do it. So what you mean to tell me is that you were the LeBron James of the team, really? After everybody else has been in the game 7 and it's about 5 seconds on the clock, game on the line, bringing it home for Huntsville. They called you. Is that what we saying? Okay, all right. You the LeBron James of Huntsville, y'all. I'm totally joking when I say that he's not the LeBron James.
MC, you are asking all the correct questions because why did Marcel pick her up and not Tisha?
That part.
Because listen here, Kiki knows some stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to listen. Who's to say that Marcel didn't take advantage of Kiki in her time of,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
In time of trouble.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because there's some stuff that Kiki is definitely holding on to, and Marcel definitely has control of that. And for some reason, Kiki will not let it all out. And I feel like it's because it definitely would devastate Tisha.
Absolutely.
And she knows it.
No, absolutely right. Yes, in the words of the legendary Chit Chat. Ooh, child. I can't do it like her though. There's only one Chit Chat with QT. By the way, like, comment, share, and subscribe to her. Also,
Right.
Swamp Talk about always. Also, by the way, Swamp Talk with Louisiana Chick 318. Y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to her. She is just getting started. I was there before coming on here. She only had 3 people, but she is growing. So y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to Swamp Talk at Louisiana Chick. And listen, I am very supportive of a lot of people, but I also only give support to people who actually deserve it. And if you don't get my support, that don't mean I'm not wishing you well. It's just, my mom has always said, people have to earn the right to hear your story. But as I modernize, contemporize, and brainlanize it, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of your story. And not everybody deserves your time, attention, and your investment. Okay? Okay. So with that being said, then we end the Crime Stopper story with Kiki saying Kiki never denied that it was her, but I also thought in the season premiere that she did deny that it was her. I could be wrong on that. I know Gigi will correct me, or one of y'all will correct me in the chat, but I thought she said that she denied that it was her in the video.
If I'm thinking correctly, I think she has always said that she was there, but that they had the wrong person. It wasn't her who had did what was said, but she was there. If I'm correct, I think she did say that, because even when she was in the kitchen talking to Armin that time,
Right.
and she was talking about the lawsuit and how she couldn't say too much because, and also when she was talking to Mel, she was saying how there's a lawsuit going, she can't say too much because, basically how it's an ongoing situation. But I could be mistaken too. But okay. I thought she has taken accountability that, hey, that's my picture, but it wasn't me who did what they said.
It seems like UGG and Alpha MC are both saying the same thing, and that's also what Kiki said in this part of the reunion, that she's denied the story that was attached to her, and Carlos offered his support of sobriety. It's really nice that you offer support of sobriety, but yet you can't comment on a grown ass man that's been arrested for domestic violence. That's really interesting, but whatever. And then on top of all this, Kiki says, "Do you want me to take a drug test?" And Marcel says, "Yes, I'll be here for that." Now, if there could be a paternity test, Maury style, on a Bell Collective reunion, y'all could take time out to do a drug test on a damn reunion. Okay? listen. Now, of course, it doesn't happen this episode, and we don't know if it will happen in part 3. I don't think it is going to happen in part 3. Allegedly, in my own opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Okay, but I'm just like, no, Carlos, let's do it, because at that point, then you can't say shit if it comes out negative. But hey,
That's what I wanted. This is my whole thing. If you gonna sit there and talk and bring up the whole drug test and her being, accused of being on drugs, and even given a space where you're questioning if the test was, the validity of the test, why wouldn't y'all have a test on hand? Test her right then. So that way it shuts everybody down. It shuts down the rumors. It shuts down the questions. It shuts down all of it. So next season, the Scouts are going to have to come up with a new story.
Exactly.
But how much you bet? Season comes back, they're still going to be talking about Kiki on drugs.
Absolutely.
It should have been shut down, and I feel like that should have happened. There's a lot of parts of this that I feel like Carlos dropped the ball on, because of course he didn't say anything about the revenge P. At least he hasn't so far. I don't feel like he's going to do it next episode. So I just feel like it needs to be discussed. Like
Absolutely.
Don't pick and choose who you're willing to dive deep into their life. Don't pick and choose who's worthy of that, and then shying away from others and coddling them. That's not right, because they're all grown ass people up on that stage.
Absolutely right. So here is this thumbnail for this first part of the reunion. Letitia Scott, you and Marcel came there to fight. It's just round 2, and Kiki is not missing at all. # boxing combinations. And Melody, I am right there with you with your facial expression. The hell going on here? Because y'all, if you look at the thumbnail, now listen, I'm not saying I'm gifted at doing thumbnails, but I throw down with thumbnails. And if you see Melody's reaction, that guided this thumbnail. I mean, really, you know what I mean? You see Kiki saying, let's go right there. So I just...
Right.
Oh,
Kiki was ready. Listen, Kiki was ready, and I feel like we should have been ready for her.
Absolutely. Alpha MC says, I just didn't like how Little Leprechaun, the Scots were pouring drag Kiki during this reunion. Well, you know what? I mean, at the beginning, middle of the day, like, we're dragging them for Kiki, so she's getting her lit back through us. And honestly, too, God has always said that he prepares a table in the presence of your enemies. Sometimes that table is prepared by using other people, so you don't have to really work in the field. And my mom, she said this before. She said sometimes God will give you blessings that other people worked hard in their field and just then gave it to you. So that's what's happened with Kiki. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, Kiki has owned up to more things than Tisha and Marcel. So, you know what I mean? So, allegedly, if Letitia said Kiki and her husband cheat on each other, I hope that one of the younger children, not for Marcel, allegedly. Oh, okay, Mary, you are hooked in tonight, aren't you? Okay, then. Glad to have you here. So then we get to Tiffany, Chris, and Nell Fletcher. So Tiffany and Big Lou are there, and Chris and Nell Fletcher are there. And so, there's an exchange of, are you ready for the hot seat? And Tiffany asks Carlos, am I ready for your hot seat? And Carlos says, are we ready for your hot seat? And then, Chris Fletcher and Carlos dance, because apparently Chris Fletcher gives George Jefferson energy. And these two do a dance that I feel like should be a meme. And Carlos really gets down on this. I mean, and so now does her legendary laugh. And, Carlos...
You know what? Don't listen. Hold on.
It is a legendary laugh. We can't sit here in front. I can't do it like her, but it's a legendary laugh. So,
oh my goodness.
I mean, is it not? I mean, Nell Fletcher when
she laughs. It is. It definitely is.
So she said Carlos can dance, and then Carlos said, "Well, he's from Detroit." and he got some moves. And did y'all hear that sound effect? I'm like, the producers were shady in their own damn production to the host. Oh my Lord, saying bullish. But anyway, so we get to Martell. And y'all, this thumbnail of Martell, I'm going to show it at the end because if I show it now, it's not going to be as funny, okay? So just follow me here. But y'all going to enjoy the thumbnail I did. Some of you have already seen it because y'all have from 9:01 to 11 o'clock to see it. But we're live on tour. Glad to have all you here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That is GG9. I'm Brandon Lee. These are the legendary tourists, as the legendary Alpha MC calls us. The virtual travelers, the virtual tour family. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We are live on tour with Love and Marriage Huntsville, part 2 of this 3-part reunion. Glad to have all you here. So we get to Martell, and Carlos says, we saw Martell navigate the streets of Huntsville, that is, as a new man without Melody, desperately juggling dating and co-parenting as a single bachelor. Gigi, what did you think of this intro and Martell's reaction as Carlos was saying this?
His face was priceless. Martell always looked like a deer caught in headlights. He was just stuck. Like, did you really just? Damn. Did you see him trying to like fidget and fix his tie because he just didn't know what to do.
Right, and I'm just like, this was actually said. Now, for those of you who don't know, and by the way, shout out to Love and Marriage Huntsville for being open with their reunion. When you guys saw the first part of the reunion at AKS Studios, you guys got to see them walk through backstage, and you got to see the control room. If you pause the control room, you'll see one of the screens has a teleprompter. That teleprompter has the script that Carlos is going to say. So that's just a little inside media knowledge for y'all. Because that we give context over here. I am the media perspective with soul. You understand? And also GG throws down in that area as well. Production show Lil Buddy, the man in the mirror. You know what? Let's not disrespect Michael Jackson like that. Let that man rest in peace. Okay, he's coming back April, I think 15th, 2025 on the big screen. Let's let Michael Jackson rest. But that was a good reference though. Man in the mirror for sure. So I laughed at that because I'm just like, this was actually said, and Martell actually had to hear it. And I know Melody just wants to laugh her ass off. But of course, being the queen that she is, to use Mariah Huck's words, I will not come off my chariot to throw tomatoes at you. But she wanted to so damn bad during that intro. So after
hold on, quick question.
Yes, sure.
Because listen here, I know you know movies. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yes, I do.
Now, I have given this reference about Martell, and I don't know if some people really know because they might not be into Marvel. I love Marvel, okay?
Yes.
Did you see Captain Marvel and the Skrulls?
I think
Tell me that don't look like Martell.
You know what? In the words of Iron Man, I love you 5,000, and let's roll on. I cannot. We are live on tour, y'all. Yes, indeed.
Live on tour.
Listen. So after that preview, Carlos said that Martell looked like he's all over the place. And then Carlos asked, are you and Sheree a couple? And Martell said that they were never a couple, just friends. Now, wait 1 minute, y'all, because this unravels so quickly. Just giving our commentary would undercut it so bad. So we're going to go through this and then get the commentary because it leads up so wonderfully. So Kimmy said it looked like more of a business arrangement at the Upscale magazine party. Kimmy didn't see the fuzzies and gives a bad take of tongue kissing. Now listen. If you're going to talk about tongue kissing, then do some damn tongue kissing, hell. Sadly, I was not there to help give that audio visual demonstration to Melody Cherie Lee, because otherwise we would shut the whole stage down. But that's neither here nor there. But the point is, that was a horrible take, Kimmy. That was a horrible take. You know what? Did Tisha bring her puppets from last season to give her company for pep talking herself to
Hold on,
be on that
did you see
stage?
when Marcel tried to kiss Tisha and she said she pulled away and said no?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. So when that, let's talk about, because when all that was happening, of Martell saying, you don't show public displays of affection. Martell said people just don't walk around and kiss and hold hands, and Melody's face is like lies. I'm just like, sir, you do when you love somebody. Like it. Let's just say that
Right, I was
me and
thinking the same thing. I'm like, really?
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Let's
really?
just say, let's just say that me and Melody were married, and she was on Shark Tank, and we having the Seventh Avenue activate the Joy Soiree. Nice title, right? That's why I do business mind here. And let's just say me and her are married. Do you not think Braylon Lee is not going to give the best damn speech ever? Okay, y'all can all give y'all speeches about how great she is, but I'm the hubby. Y'all don't think I'm not going to throw down and showcase how good this Seventh Avenue is going to be all over my face? Hell yes. So, Martell, you can shut your ass up with that. You was stupid for that. Just stupid. So, Big
When you
Lou
don't know
said,
how to be a husband, you don't know the ins and outs and the things to do.
that part.
Or
That
when you
part.
was a shitty ass husband.
That part right there. So when Big Lou said, you mean public display of affection, Marcel tried to pull, as you said, Gigi, Marcel tried to pull in Tisha and asked for a kiss, and Tisha said no and pulled away. I'm like, damn. And her no was a deep no. Like, don't try in the past, present, or afterlife. I'm like, do y'all remember when Melody
Listen,
said
she
yes?
said no, like she had a piece of paper attached that had Marcel on it, and she was gonna come for him.
That part. Do y'all remember the who would most likely video, and when Melody said, are any of these couples? Looks like Melody might be onto something, cause but also too, it really wasn't a moment for real public display of affection. You know what I mean? That was just, oh Lord. Okay. I mean, Marceau did say that he was an actor. That was his actress wife. So I guess they were acting. But that looked very real to me and to everybody. So with that being said, Carlos asked, how do you feel about when people question the validity of your relationship? People feel that Sheree and Martell made a pact to be on each other's shows, but did not be on each other's shows. And Martell did not want to film on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So you did not want to film, but yet you were in the season premiere. And also, too, you said you would never leave Huntsville, but you went to New York City. You went to Sheree's party. Those pictures were in, I believe, People magazine. And you didn't want to leave Huntsville, but you went to Atlanta to get photos for an Upscale magazine cover. Okay.
And hold on, let's go ahead and say some. Listen, let's talk about it. We on tour, right?
Yes, we are.
Listen. Wasn't he on tour with Carlos doing press for both Bravo and Love and Marriage Huntsville?
That's true. That's true. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I don't think he was doing press for Bravo. Not that I know
Carlos
of.
was bringing up because they was bringing up Sheree.
Oh, okay. I see the tie-in now. Okay, you know me. I'm
They was
like
bringing up
direct.
Sheree, and they was trying to pitch because
Okay.
it has been talked about Carlos trying to pitch him
You're
to
right.
Bravo.
You're right. And I see where you're going with that, because Martell was on Bravo. That's like an association. You know what? I remember saying this because Carlos did work on Roa, so there could have been a plan of Martell try to be in the season as much as you can, because the more you're in the season, the more you'll be on the reunion. That was my strategy that I said to y'all, but it didn't turn out
Because
to be that
remember,
way.
it was Martell was on Bravo, Sheree was on Love and Marriage Huntsville. they both was using each other. It was a business deal because we all
Right.
know Sheree don't have no story. Martell don't have no story without Melody. So what do they have besides each other? And Carlos was the
Mhm.
glue to try to keep that going and to tie them
Absolutely.
together. So for him to sit there and act like he was just, people are saying, Carlos, you know what you did. You were sitting right there next to him on a press tour, trying to get and trying to promote on not only, not even really Love and Marriage Huntsville, but Bravo, but him being on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
But also, too, can somebody answer me this? It's so interesting to me that he says the reason why Sheree had to pull away was because of the negative press that Martell had. But yet you couldn't say that Kenya Moore also talked about you on the reunion. You couldn't say that, though. But you remember Sheree pulled away from him because of negative press. That's very interesting, Carlos. Very selective memory, sir. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I found that really just really interesting. I really it kind of boggled my mind a little bit. Alpha MC says, "Come on, sis, and tell the truth. Little Leprechaun was born for Little Buddy on tour, and they were most definitely pitching that fake relationship as being real. Absolutely. So then here it is here. Um, Martell said that they just enjoyed each other, and Tiffany asked about the follow up conversation of, why did you why did you say that you guys were dating? It makes a good point of, if you're not dating them, why did you bring up the conversation? And that was a very good point, because even though Tiffany was Tiffany, like, you didn't thank Sheree at the upscale magazine party. So to me, it didn't look like y'all were dating, because if you're dating, you'll say, "Hey, I want to thank my girlfriend," at least, you know what I mean. But you didn't say that. And then on top of all that, right? On top of all that, and we are going to get to the Karen comment, but I want to bring this part up because you know the mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest to our according to our friends at UNICEF. And Marceau doesn't have any intelligence, but there's glimpses of hope with him. Because Marceau said, and I quote, "So wait a minute. You just said to Carlos the reason why you weren't dating Sheree, and and by the way, this was the reason why. Let me give the context. So Carlos said, are you in a relationship at all?" And he was like, "No, because, um, you know, for a man, being in a relationship is a lot." So then Marceau said, "So wait a minute, you said that you were pulling away to work on yourself, but then you said that," yeah, that was the thing. So Marceau said, "So you say you were pulling away from Sheree to work on yourself, but then you said that we're not dating." So it's kind of like you're double speaking. And then Martell said, "So we were dating." And Tiffany had the biggest, "The hell?" And normally Tiffany gets a lot of ish on her, but I agree with Tiffany's face. Like, wait a minute, you got upset with me for asking a question, but you just double spoke. So are you dating or not? What did you think about that exchange? I mean, the
And I'm gonna tell you,
0.01% of intelligence from Marceau to crack Martell. What did you think about that exchange?
I, again, listen, y'all go back and watch my videos because I done spoke on this, okay? Because even when he was doing a little press tour, and they was doing that press tour together. Matter of fact, one of my captions is Martell wants to be a housewife, and Carlos wants to be the groom.
Gigi, it's been so long since I've done this little segment. Now, I used to do this on T Talks live, but I just got a text from Carlos's African King. Let me read it to you. "Hello, Braylon. It's been a very long time, brother. I've seen the success of your channel, and I am very proud of you. You're doing better than my husband. Doing much better, and should actually be having a contract reform. But you did not hear that from me. I was very upset with my husband because he was getting into Martell in the way he never gets into me. We don't have any sex anymore. He doesn't crown me. He crowns Martell. And they play cops and robbers, allegedly. I am very pissed off. And I've been meaning to text you for a while, but I just could not contain myself. I want you to know that me and Carlos are in separate bedrooms, and we no longer have a relationship because the fact that you could touch another man, but you cannot touch me, pisses me all the way the fuck off. Love you, Braylon, very much. That was a text from Carlos's African King that
Well,
just came
hold
through
on,
my phone.
Hold on, Braylon. Text him back and let him know because I said something about that too. And
What did you say?
do we remember Martell coming up with that I nasty wine and his heritage? Remember he was saying he was African? That's Carlos's African king right there.
Lord help.
It's all been Martell. It's all been Martell. Okay. Listen, Carlos has said some really, really
Hey, Jackie Wise, what the hell you
questionable
get?
things.
Yes.
Now she never came out. Oh no. Forget Sheba
Oh,
Sheree. She ain't never came out.
Lord help. Lord help.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie, welcome in. I just read a text message from Carlos's African King. It just came through my phone, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. We are to go back to Alpha MC's words. We're live on tour, y'all. Oh, this damn show. Lord help. Anyway, I love y'all so damn much. I really mean that. Lord. So, with all that being said, so we get to the part about the Karen situation, right? 20 people in the building, like, comment, share, subscribe. That's the legendary GG9 there. I'm Braylon Lee. These are the legendary tourists, as the legendary Alpha MC calls us, virtual travelers, virtual tour family. We've been on the highways and byways of part 2 of the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion special. 3 parts. This is part 2 for 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 47 seconds. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Glad to have all of you here. So now we're with Tiffany and Big Lou, and they're talking about the Karen comment. For those of you who may not remember, after that party that happened, let's see, I'm just waiting for y'all to talk about that slick wink that Lil Buddy gave Lil Leprechaun. You'll have to give us context here, but we'll probably get to it here in just a second for sure. Y'all remember the conversation that Tiffany and Martell had? It was supposed to be for Martell being a grand marshal for parade. I think the meeting happened at Black. So Martell was big mad at the conversation, even though they weren't dating, him and Sheree. And so Martell said that he was going to check Tiffany by getting Big Lou. Lord help. And so the laying the P question was brought up again. And so, Tiffany said y'all weren't dating, so it didn't matter. Martell said it was very inappropriate. It wasn't like he was about to marry her. But Martell, didn't you say that you were manifesting for a marriage, though? I thought you said that, though. Do you not remember the season finale when Melody had that purse with the brass golden knuckles on her purse? To use as a weapon against your ass if you want to act a fool, not act a fool, but act a fool. Y'all play y'all game out in public too damn much, bro. Like, you said you were manifesting for a marriage, but yet you weren't marrying Sheree. So what were you doing with her? It was a business arrangement, as we all believe. So, Big Lou said that Tiffany said that part, G baby. He likes to hear himself talk. Absolutely. Even idiots like to be heard. So anyway, Big Lou said that there were some things that Tiffany said that was pretty spot on, but other things she added a bit. And Martell asked, so does he deserve an apology? Martell, you asking for an apology, but yet you are doing things that don't deserve that, but yet you're doing things that don't. How can I put this? You're asking for an apology from somebody else that you used to check a grown woman, but yet you can't apologize for the shit that you've done to your own ex-wife? Really? Is this what we do?
That part.
Is this what we're really doing, bro? Okay. All right. All right. So Big Lou says that it should not have taken two men to sit down with one woman, and then Marcel said he did come at you pretty aggressively. I didn't like the way he spoke to you, and you were co-signed the shit, Marcel. And even Big Lou and Tiffany was like, "Oh, how things have changed." Marcel, no.
But Marcel was doing what Marcel does, which is instigating, because you see he made the comment about when he said he was single, Marcel said he was single, and Marcel said, what did he say? Does your wife know that?
Mm-hmm.
And then Carlos gonna act like he don't know what's going on.
Oh no!
But are you and your other baby mothers together?
Not even just Carlos, but Nell Fletcher. Who's his wife? Now, this is your first reunion. I'm just going to give you a huge tip. If you are not tagged, you ain't it. Keep running, okay? Because when you ask that question, who's his wife? She asked that so sincerely. God bless her heart. I'm just like, did you
Yeah, she definitely, that was definitely sincere. She did not know what they was talking about.
And I know Melody couldn't say nothing, but I can only imagine through the break. It's like, now, did you really have to ask that? No, I was really wondering who was his wife, though.
Yeah, and then Marcel still
dealing with you.
Then Marcel still instigating, talking about, well, does she know you're single? Really? And Mel was like, I was waiting for that. Yeah, here we go. No, yeah, he's lying.
Yep, he said, thanks, Marcel. I'm like, Lord help. Lord help. Remember, y'all, we are on tour for damn sure. Honey, when Nell said that, I fell out. I fell out too, because I was just like, no, she, one thing to know, two things for sure. Nell is sincere, okay? She don't play. She was, as beautiful as she was in that gold dress, she was like, who was his wife? And I'm just like, so Cash, y'all ain't gonna let her know what's going on? Yeah, y'all just gonna let her be deaf, dumb, and blind, huh? Okay, this what we doing? To use some words from Denzel Washington. All right, okay. Pelican Bay ain't got nothing on me. Is that what we doing? I just could, because that's what I felt like. Like, all right, okay, all right. So Martell married, and ain't nobody tell me, so I can be I can be a part of this too. Okay, all right, I got y'all. All right, I see y'all season 7. All right, okay. I just couldn't. But we get back to the conversation with Big Lou and Tiffany and Martell and Marcel. And Big Lou said that he's not here for giving apologies, but should not have taken two men to sit down with one woman. And Martell said that him and Tiffany were having a conversation. Marcel inserted himself. Well, you didn't stop him from inserting himself, did you, Martell? No, you did not. And then Marcel said, did you notice the meaning? Let's get Lou involved. You did not say it like that. You did not say it like that at all. Big Lou said that was 30 minutes after y'all were already talking. It was that before, after the Karen. And Marcel said, well, the Karen was mixed in there. That wasn't the question, Marcel. That wasn't the question. Yeah, I'm literally watching part 2 of the reunion as we discussed it. They're on the part where Nell said, who's his wife? And I'm laughing so hard. You know what? That should be a damn meme. That should be a meme and a GIF. Who's his wife?
And the look on her face to go with it, that's what made it even more classic, because she seriously was looking like there was something that she didn't know. Look, y'all know Nell ain't about no games. She is not about no, you know what I'm saying? We're going to come to you straight. And she, poor Nell, they was wrong for that. Somebody could have told her.
You know what? Thank God this wasn't in front of a live audience. Thank God. Who's his wife? Now, right here. Hey, Braylon Lee here. What ain't you? Wait, isn't she Melody Cherie Lee? Yes, I know, but to make sure that everything's okay, I'm in the audience because guess what? Martell don't have the balls to come in the audience because that means that's another lawsuit. So I'm setting up circumstances for her to be great. But if I need to handle things, please understand that seat from Carlos will be taken. I will be handling shit. But in the meantime, between time, his wife is the baby mama that broke up the marriage. You know now, y'all tried to counsel them, and he just kept eating coleslaw. That's it. That's all. Kaput. Here's on. Braylon, we know that you're Melody's husband, but will you shut your ass up? I'm sorry. Nell didn't know who was his wife. I as a cast member, I was just trying to inform a cast member. Do y'all not want a show on TV or not? We do, Brain, but you can't say everything. But yet y'all air the ish that y'all want to air, so what am I supposed to do? Let's just get back to the reading because Braylon doing too damn much. And y'all are allowing too damn much. So what do you want me to do, On? Y'all say On keeping it real. How about you keep it real, On? How about you do your job and I'll do mine next?
See, Braylon, this is why a whole new production company is going to have to be made because there's just certain shit that's not going to be tolerated.
That you can't do. Meanwhile, Melody, that's my husband right there. Check him if you want to. Look, Melody, listen, I'll get punished by the dominatrix outfit later on that night. Right now, I'm handling business. Did you just... What? Did you just say... I didn't say... There's a thing called role play. You know this. I mean, I'm Simba and you Nala. You got the Nala, man. I'm going to pull it right and jump on later on. Will you shut up? I'm sorry. There's a camera in my face. What do you want me to do? Hell. At least I talked nasty to you. Your last husband couldn't do shit. I mean, you got a point there. Exactly. So what we talking for? Anyway, y'all, for those in the bushes, calm down. This is a Braylonization. That's a dramatization and Braylon combined together, okay? Let's just roll on. Remember, y'all, we're live on tour, okay? Listen. So with that being said, Tiffany says it bothers her when she is called a Karen because she's the closest to Caucasian on the cast, and she was raised by her white family. Tiffany, I don't know if you know this, but you are full in the front and you have curves. You know, you got some blackness in you, sister. It is what it is. Now, there are some thick white women out here, but thickness comes from black people, okay? Let's just get that damn straight, okay? This is coming from a thick expert or a thick spurt. Okay, just gonna say that. And I think the Thick Olympics should be happening on HBO Max, and I should be doing the opening ceremony. Just a thought there. Okay, just a damn thought. Anyway, let's roll on my damn self-promotion ass. Anyway, so when we talk about this Karen situation, Tiffany doesn't know how to take it from that side of the room. And Marto said it was negative. It was negative with a grin. I'm like, you know. So you're grinning about a stereotype. That's a real stereotype. But yet you run away as a victim with the ish that you did to your ex-wife. Yes, a thickness expert or a thick spurt. Yes, a thick spurt. Yes, we're going to have the Thick Olympics on Max, and it will be streamed live on the Oprah Winfrey Network. I'll do the opening ceremony. Jill Scott will be performing at the Thick Olympics opening ceremony. Okay, listen, and there'll be a private there'll be a private performance that won't be on Max or on OWN because that stage ain't gonna be big enough for what me and Jill are gonna have to do. But that's neither here nor there. Let's just roll on. My ass is saying too damn much. Anyway, so like I said, Martell said it was negative with a group. And Marceau was like, "Oh, so we're just people now? Really, Marceau? You're offended by you being called people? Wow, that's a lot to be offended by when you've done other things." So then a definition of a Karen.
It probably would have been better if she just would have called him by his legal name, which is Scammer.
scammer, Marsha, bitch, which
Whichever one you want, right?
whichever
Hey,
one you want to do,
he
and
answers to
honestly,
them.
he answers to them all, like you said. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I feel like Stormy has evolved in her lit backs because she could have interjected at any time, but she's like, you know what? He's showing himself why I call him that. So I'm just gonna let the case be shown to all of y'all. And Stormy, for that, you did a good move right there. You did a very good move. But even if
I
you said
honestly feel like
something,
they always doing that because after the conversation that they had on the couch, where he was out there with the women for whatever reason, but still, after it was, talked about then, it's like after that, you're seeing just why that was even said about him.
exactly. But you know why he was out there with them, right? Because that was the pilot of the new edition of Nightcap that's going to be airing January 20th at 9, 8 Central, immediately following part 3 of the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. Only only here, hashtag on keeping it real. You know that. I showed y'all down the first
Yeah,
thumbnail.
yep, yep. But come on now, listen. This is at what point is he just gonna go get the gender reassignment? Because at this point, he's a female.
I'm turning off my camera for a moment. I need a moment to my damn self. I can't. Not gender reassignment. Okay. I'm good. I just need the camera turned off just for one damn moment. I cannot. So with that being said, a definition of a Karen is provided by Marceau. And so Marceau said a Karen is somebody who's over opinionated and who puts opinion over others. And Tiffany said that, we weren't saying that you were looking in the mirror. And that Big Lou said, so you could be a Karen. And Marceau said he doesn't put his opinion off on other people. And y'all, the biggest split screen of Tiffany and Big Lou was like, what?
Their faces on that split screen, priceless. Let me tell you, the facials on this reunion period have given life.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they have.
Listen, even if they ain't saying nothing, you can look at their face and just tell they saying, motherfucker, please.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And then Marcel says, tell me a time when I did. And the silence of you saying bullish was loud as hell. Even Melody was like, really? Really?
Right. Everybody was like, we have been watching the same thing. Like, we're all watching. We see the same thing. Are you serious? And then did you hear Martell say, oh, well, he can't be a Karen because he's not white, or basically you have to be white?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay, that's fine. White people are Karens, but trust and believe there are some Keishas. What? Listen, I am all about the truth because them. You're like, why are they acting like Dunkin' Donuts at 7:00 in the morning? I gotta get. I don't have.
Not Keisha's. I mean, yeah, that was very well done by you for sure. Lord help, I cannot, and not to mention too, like Martell. Really, civics wasn't your best class, was it? Civics was not your best class because race is way deeper than just a whole term. You know what? Let's just roll on. I don't got time to educate. I don't. I believe that Barmore Soul was on stage with the Lace because he has to make sure Tisha stays on task when he's always pulling her strings.
Exactly. Exactly. That is what listen. I've thought that because I said he can't let her out his sight.
Absolutely right. Everyone in the audience was like, Ilka, where? When Barham Soul said he wasn't a Karen. That moment was just like priceless. I'm like, are you serious? Name a moment where you've
and hold on. The way that said, you got to say it the right way because they was like, nigga, wait, like wait, hold on, wait, nigga, wait, where? Say who? Where, Sway? How? Wait. Wait.
You don't have all the answers, Sway.
we can tell that your light bulb don't it's not as bright, okay? You are not the brightest bulb in the box. And you
Look,
married Tisha, so clearly that says a lot.
listen, that part right there. So then Carlos asked, well, before that, Martel, yeah, well, actually, you said Martel said that Marcel said because of your Caucasian side, and then Marcel said there are people who are white who are not Karen, and there are Karens who happen to be white. So Carlos then asked, "Are so black people can be a Karen?" And Marcel said, "I know mixed one can." It's just like, you know what? It doesn't even deserve a response. I can't. So, we got into the relationship part, with Martell saying he wants to focus on himself and all that stuff and the negative press. So we already went through all that. And how Marcel cracked the code on him. And so Carlos then asked if it's hard to date because you said I have feelings for your ex-wife. And Martel said, who said that I have feelings for my ex-wife? Carlos said the cameras. Nell said in a conversation, and that's what Melody hears as well. And Marcel said that she said to somebody today, and that it was in and out scene with
He
Nell
was
and out
trying
scene with
to
Melody.
say that where nobody could hear, because I didn't know if anybody caught that. But Marcel Shirley did say, you said you told somebody that today. I was like, oh.
Yep. And I'm just like, wow, like how the tides turn. How the tides turn on this show. So Martel said when it came to the name changing ceremony that it would make sense that she got remarried, and the way Melody just smiled, even though she's not remarried, even if she was, that's not our business, honestly. Because after all this, I would be private about it too, honestly. But then Martel said to change out the blue didn't really understand it at all. So Melody said, well, why is that such a concern to you? And then Marcel said, or will you get in trouble with your wife? And then that's where the legendary Nell Fletcher said, so who's his wife? That's where that comment came from.
Right. And thank you, Al, for saying that I said it right. Because listen, I know. Listen, I know. Okay.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, wait. Like, I had to hit him with a bitch, wait.
Absolutely.
Bitch, what? Like, you got to tune the face and everything, like, tune up the nose. Because I was just like, it's almost like somebody pooed it. And you like, oh, did you? Oh, really? Okay.
Jesus. P offense all around me every day. Hashtag I ask for your protection. Anyway, Lord help. So with that being said, let me see. Carlos asked, are you in a relationship with your children's mother? And Martel said that he was single. So you're single and your
and Marcel said, does she know that? Come on, bruh.
And even Maurice was like, damn, Marceau is just being extra today. He's always extra. This is your damn brother. Damn. And it's interesting too, because it's like when Martel said that he was single, I'm just like, so your publicist also said that it was a co-parenting relationship with Coleslaw. So Marceau is actually right. Like I said, there's no intelligence in him, but there's glimpses of hope. When he said, so does she know that y'all in a relationship? And Martel did not say a word. I found it interesting that even though they have a bro code, Martel could not go at Marceau on that. I found that very interesting. What
I find interesting is the fact that you're saying that you don't have a relationship, or you and your baby mama's not together after all of the bullshit that we done seen on social media. And the fact that you have a domestic violence charge, which I don't believe that was towards Mel. And that they're saying that it was part of the Revenge B. But say this DV case is against your baby mama, and we talk about Coleslaw. So she taking ass whoopings for a nigga that's not even hers, just because y'all got kids together? Listen here, no, baby. Listen, when I was in a DV, relationship, situation with my baby daddy, that was while we was together. But when I broke away from that ass
And no, baby. No, no, no. You got me fucked up if you think you finna do that shit again. No, sir.
Correct.
So I just don't understand it. Like, you telling me you treating this woman. I mean, well, we've seen how he is with Sheree and every other woman. Hell, we
Mhm.
seen when they was in Houston. He brought a whole totally different girl up in the house.
Mhm.
Like, so he's really not caring about that girl like that. So I believe him when he say he's single, because he definitely don't want her.
No, absolutely right. Absolutely right. And so when Carlos asks, does it hurt you when when she's with the kids? Melody says it doesn't hurt her, it just gets her into protective mode. But before that though, Melody says to Martell that he's lying. And when Carlos asks why do you feel that way, because she says when her kids are there, she's almost there every day. And Melody says she's never going to trust someone who adored her family structure so much, who worked their ass off so much to come against it. And Martell said, our children are perfectly fine. Martell, to use your words, that's cap. That's cap. That's cap. Because if they were
Absolutely,
fine,
Cass.
then why did Melody say that she sent food over to your place in the season?
She's had to send food. She's had to help you with your lights. Like, come on now. And even when the kids are, hold on, she made some very valuable points. Because I'm going to tell you right now, as a mother, you never want to send your children somewhere where they could possibly be harmed. And you're not going to send them in a place where you know that there's people there that could possibly hurt them, or people that don't like you.
Absolutely.
So why I'm not about to send my kids somewhere or feel comfortable having my kids somewhere with somebody who has threatened me, has, like she said, destroyed their marriage, come between it willingly, even though Martell had something to do with it. But still, this woman came through willingly to destroy a family. She has talked about the kids before. Come on. She has thrown out all of the business, then talked about him.
Right.
But you're steady acting like, oh, this woman is somebody to be okay for your kids to be around. No, she ain't no role model. She ain't no stepmama. She ain't none of that.
You're absolutely right. And honestly, too, that's the same thing that Melody said. That also, why would she support somebody who says such nasty and vile things about her and him? Martell tried to bring up the tired babysitter's argument. Martell says that he is open and easy with certain things that she requests, but it's difficult when he requests something. Sir, you stalked her on a date. You asked your kids not to be on social media or on TV. You want her passwords. You said on Reunion that God allowed you to have an outside child. So, really? You're easy and open with certain things that she requests. She's requested you to leave her alone, and you haven't fulfilled that request.
Listen, in my Alpha MC voice, wait.
That part.
Make it wait.
That part.
I'm telling you, that he's just so questionable.
No,
Everything
really,
about him is just questionable.
absolutely.
And it's just like, how can, in your right mind, how can you even say that, okay, well, I'm doing what's best for my children by bringing them around somebody that you know who is publicly trying to destroy you and your wife?
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So then
How are you saying that that's okay?
Correct. Absolutely right. So we get into, the first right of refusal is overnight, not to watch your children. And so Melody, talks about the paperwork where the clerk typed. By the way, this should be a meme as well, Melody. I'm just saying. Because that was too damn funny. But the paperwork is talked about when Martell and Sheree is a business arrangement. And Martell says, "You such a fucking liar." And walks off and all that stuff. And Carlos is just laughing because Martell, you not Martell, but Carlos, you know what it is. So Martell goes back and gets the paperwork. Now, y'all saw the stages, right? How in the hell did Martell come back so quickly with the paperwork, though? Because a sound stage usually has some distance from the stage now. Come on now.
You gotta think though, his dressing room was the storage closet, so it could actually been like real close.
you know what? I'm done with you. To the damn corner. I cannot. But no, I really thought that like that was too quick. And you could say Ed, but that was really, really too quick. So then, Martell brings back a manila envelope, asks Melody to find, but Melody says you find it. And then Tisha opens up her mouth and says, give it to Maurice. In the words of Kimmy, he's not that type of attorney. And so Carl says this is too much. And Martell says Melody is a liar. Melody said that she would go get the transcript by the time this airs. And Melody said those are the documents he has sent to bloggers to talk about the children. And that is very true because guess who talked about Queen Sheba? She said she did not want to talk about those documents. When has Melody ever brought back a false receipt?
Right.
So, when Carlos said, I'm so glad that y'all moved on from each other, Melody said, see how toxic it was? And Martell said, no, it wasn't. And Melody said, that's why I beat your ass that time. And Tisha was like, oh, damn. And
listen, when I heard that, I said, wait, she said, that's why back.
When she had a reaction, Maurice. And did y'all see Tiffany's face where like, when Tiffany's face switched, I'm like, oh my God, like y'all are doing the most. And then Martell said, let a man say that. And let's see, I was thinking his room was close by because he had a closet. You know what? I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you, Alfimsi. I am not doing this with you. So with that being said, I'm going to bring up the thumbnail.
He had them documents just like he keeps them documents just like he keeps that wedding ring.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm going to bring up the thumbnail. And y'all, I'm going to let y'all have at it by reading the thumbnail first before we talk about it, because the way I did this thumbnail, though, y'all are going to legitimately laugh, and I'm going to let y'all generally have at. Like, this video is like 32 minutes and 38 seconds for a good damn reason, because I had a lot to say on this. Let me bring it up. And like I said to Gigi, she does not know the thumbnails I do until 901. So I'm just going to let y'all have at it. Y'all go ahead and read that before we talk about it. Listen, did I not do my work on my thumbnail? Did I not do work on my damn thumbnail, though? Oh, my Lord.
You know what? All right. No, okay. Not hashtag she beat that ass with that 7th Avenue. Hold on. But not the 30% off MLK 2024. You know what?
That's a real code, y'all. So if y'all type that in at 7th Avenue Beauty.net, that's a real code, okay? So, but did you see the second hashtag?
Yes. Drop down on that ass with the lemon drop bundle. Listen, you know what? Let's move on. I'm not finna. We gonna move on.
Are you sure you don't want to engage in a conversation with me about how you feel about this thumbnail?
Listen, I'm still over here in my feelings, laughing hard as ever in my soul about her even saying, that's why I beat your ass. Oh. Okay, yeah. Because I can see him trying to, you know what I'm saying, be the asshole that he is. And her being like, no, baby, this ain't what you want. I might be tiny, but listen here. I pack a punch. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Melody, you have permission to use this thumbnail in your Instagram stories and wherever else you want to. I not do a good job on this one. I think this is probably one of my best ones yet. And how many thumbnails have I done this season? How many have I done?
Quite a few, over 100. Are we
I
talking
will
about just the season of Love and Marriage Huntsville?
just this season alone.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, over 70. Yeah, about 70 or so or more.
I have to say, this is probably one of the top tier ones.
Yeah.
It was dropping down that ass with that lemon drop bundle for me, though. I just
Listen, yeah, let's go ahead.
Like I said, this is Gigi's first time seeing this. Because do I not tell you my thumbnails at all?
Yeah, you make sure that I am thoroughly surprised.
And I know T Talk is gonna be like, I know his ass did not do that. I know his ass did not. Yes, I actually did. Let's roll on to this last thing. And then we're going to drop the link to let y'all come up because I know y'all got a lot to say. And I got a lot to hear, damn it. So we get to Tiffany now. Let me take down this damn thumbnail before I get in trouble. Because y'all know, he will see that and be like, I know he didn't. Yeah, I did, Martell. I did. People are gonna be looking at that. People are gonna go back to that thumbnail all damn week just to laugh. I promise you. After all this season, we need a good laugh. So listen, here is this thumbnail here. Here's this thumbnail here. Let me bring it up before we start talking about Tiffany and them. Gigi, go ahead and read that one for me before we
Really?
I didn't know what else to say.
You know what?
I didn't know what else to say.
You say everything. You say.
Wait, say that again, Gigi.
I said, well, you just say everything because you said it all.
I mean, even Tiffany and Big Lou are laughing at the thumbnail. They think it's funny too. Y'all, I'm joking. I do my work. I do it very well. With that being said, let's use this thumbnail to talk about the rest of the show, shall we? Here we go. So we get to Tiffany talking about postpartum depression. Tiffany said that she wasn't going to cry after sharing her story. And after she shared her story, she learned about other women's story as well. And it was really deep. And Melody actually shook her head on this. Now, I didn't know if that was just an agreement of how rough being a mother is, or if Melody might have experienced that. Am I off with that assessment? Because she did shake her head, yes, when Tiffany was speaking, right?
I think it was just probably a shaking the head in acknowledgement that I'm sorry, my puppy has a toy that he just absolutely likes to murder.
All good. All good.
So yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, I feel like she was agreeing to the fact that it is common, and there are a lot of women who do experience postpartum depression after having children.
Okay. I appreciate that. That's why I want to ask that clarifying question, because sometimes in this sector, really actually 10 times out of 10, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was saying the chances of it happening increase not only with the more children that you have, but also the older that you are when you have children. Because our bodies do different things. And a lot of time, even when when you're really not expecting it, it can creep up on you. But sometimes they can actually diagnose it They can catch it early sometimes. Your doctors can.
Okay.
So, but it's always good to talk to people, talk to your doctors,
Sure.
be honest about how you're feeling whenever you do have, or you're feeling, even just a slight off. If you feel off in any type of way after having your child, talk to your doctor, because you never know. It could very well be nothing,
Absolutely.
but it could always be something. So it's better to know
Right.
than to not,
And
you
I,
know.
and I do appreciate you, Gigi, giving that context, and to all the women that come through my channel, even with you, Alpha MC, saying what you said. I appreciate that, because in this sector, 10 times out of 10, if you don't ask a clarifying question, God forbid what happens next after that. So to everybody that may try to run with that and take that and try to flip it and reverse it and make it out to be something, I asked that because I just wanted to make sure that we all were in agreement with that. Because somebody could say that about Melody, and if it turns out not to be true, then that's another thing that doesn't need to be in the algorithm. So I asked that for clarification. Alpha MC says, I did have it with our first child, but I did with our second and didn't understand what was happening to me mentally. I balanced myself out. I balanced back to myself after 6 weeks. Thank you, first of all, for your vulnerability, your openness, and transparency. And I always say that anytime on this channel, anytime I'm on any platform. And as a and this is just content creator to content creator, when people are offering their vulnerability like that, thank them. And you're probably like, well, Braylon, they're the one that chose it.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
They are the ones that chose to take time, energy, and commitment out to be vulnerable enough with you on a public platform that they did not have to do. Sometimes giving a damn
Absolutely.
about the small things leads to the big things. Go ahead, Gigi.
And also, sometimes even being on this platform is therapy to some, because there is a stigma around still going to, a therapist or even talking about your problems. Some people aren't as comfortable. So having us as content creators to be able to have a platform to give to people to come and have a safe space and feel comfortable even sharing things about their life is definitely appreciated. It's a blessing to even have the platforms that we have to allow, you know, anyone to come up and express how you feel, or
Absolutely.
tell us about yourself. It's definitely appreciated, and we love you guys so much for even being a part of what we're doing here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you, Alpha MC, to everybody who comes through with their openness, their vulnerability, and their honesty. We appreciate it. So Big Lou was in the midst of baseball season, as we all know. But Carlos asked that question like we didn't know where he was. But Big Lou said something that really stuck with me. He said, when I came home, I noticed that her happiness, her joy, other things were missing, and he had to put a pause on things. The fact that Big Lou is not a main cast member like that, but still came through for his wife, whether the camera was on or off camera, that's a real man. Okay? Let's just get that on the record. Not record. Okay?
Right.
Because honestly, like, I think Big Lou carries a lot on him that he doesn't say out loud. And I think that his demeanor is a coping mechanism. You know what I mean? Oh, it's no problem, Alpha MC. That's what we're supposed to do. That's exactly what we're supposed to do. If any content creator has to showboat about, okay, that's totally fine. We're almost there. If any content creator showboats about being thankful, having to do the most to be thankful for you being vulnerable, they're not a good content creator. If they got really do that. But anyway, with that being said, Carlos asked Tiffany, are you still want to be on the show, or are you taking a pause on that? Tiffany says she enjoys the relationships, and Carlos says the doors are always open, especially if you want to come to Black. And I have to say that was a very good segment with Tiffany. It brought some humanity into part 2. And then I don't want to talk about the pig that is pushing out ignorance and gloom, but we have to talk about the pig that's pushing out ignorance and gloom. Okay, so it is what it is. She's on the screen. We got to talk about it. So Stormy is talked about. And so Carlos asked Betty, Stormy's mom, how you feel. It's been a long day. Junior said with tassels on his suit. Carlos asked, is it from the Martell Holt suit collection? No, it's not. The only line that Martell's going to be a part of is for an orange jumpsuit. That video's on my channel. It's got 5,000 views. Go look at it. It is damn hilarious.
Yeah, that's definitely all he's going to listen.
That's it. That's the only line he's going to be a part of. And we saw that when he got arrested. Stormy is upset that somebody said someone was in her house recording, and Stormy wanted Melody to correct her commenters that it wasn't her. A lot of people thought it was Destiny. It wasn't her. So Bay's been holding on to the bitterness of Melody for doing this thing for that long. And she was watching Love and Marriage Huntsville before Stormy got on. Now, for you...
Stormy has had... Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Betty has had several different changes of story when it comes to why she doesn't like Mel. It's because her aura wasn't right. When you first saw her on the show, you didn't like her aura. Then it was you didn't like the fact that she agreed with you about Chase being spoiled. Okay, yes. Then it was, okay, well, you didn't defend Stormy when they said somebody was in your house recording. Come on. Which one is it?
Yeah.
Stormy can talk for herself. Like, Stormy is a grown-ass woman, Betty.
Absolutely.
Why are you steady trying to fight her battles and then talk to someone who is way younger than you and you going back and forth? Aren't you supposed to be the grand adult in this?
Absolutely. Not to mention, too, for her saying that she had a difficult time taking care of her mama, and for her allegedly having a husband in the bedroom, and she has a husband in her bedroom, that I'm married to Melody Cherie, and she's Melody Cherie Lee. But that's neither here nor there. But for her to have all this going on, she had time to watch LAMH and be in all these groups. Okay, then. So Betty said that she didn't like Melody's actions, but now she just doesn't like her. So Betty then says, why are you arguing with a man that you've been divorced from for 3 years ago? Because he keeps doing dumb shit that she keeps having to respond to. Good. And
are you not seeing that, first off, if she's asked a question, she's answering that question.
Exactly. And then when go ahead.
Just because she's defending herself or speaking the truth about a man who's lying and still continuing to lie and harass her, honey, that's not arguing. That's setting record straight.
Absolutely right. And so then when Melody asked if she could repeat it, she repeated it, and Melody said she really didn't hear it. She said, I don't know, with a hyena laugh. And Melody said that she's a demon. And Stormy, you did say that she needs to stop. Now, I'm not advocating for violence, but you should have got up and slapped your damn mama. Listen.
She yelled Betty. She called her mama Betty to try to get her attention, and Betty was still going.
And it's like, no, Storm, you should have got up and slapped your damn mama. Now, I'm not advocating for violence, but guess what? Sometimes mamas gotta be handled. People gotta be handled disrespectfully. I bet you if you would have done that, we would have saw the real Betty at that point.
Right. You know, and for a long time, it was said that, Betty was basically going off the things that Stormy had said. Because Stormy had to have been relaying, information back to Betty, because some stuff that Betty was saying, come on now, Stormy was definitely talking. No, but still, right. Betty, you are a grandma.
Right.
Why are you going after someone who is someone that your daughter actually looked up to? And she's the reason why your daughter's even on this show, while you're even on this show.
No, absolutely right. And the hyena,
the respect.
Right. No, and that's the thing. The lack of respect is the reason why y'all have no respect. Alpha MC says Stormy and Bay are exhausted. Her mother has been on the show too many times, and each time we do not care for whatever issue she has when it comes to Melody. CK love drama and messy mamas. That's very true. And that laugh was a hyena laugh. I put that in my notes, but it was more of a demon laugh, as Melody so articulately said. So then we get to the preview. So Nell is asked about how she found out that Chris was cheating on her. Then we found out who was the woman that Martell brought over in Houston, and Kimmy said that you got a massage too. Now, Lastly, what Alpha MC said, lastly, WTF was Cousin Junior invited to sit on the stage in his mariachi suit. You know what? If I was Junior, I would have had a margarita on set. La cucaracha, da 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 da.
Listen, what is with them in them suits? Because earlier it was
I
that dude Demonte from Ready to Love. Now it's you know what? I am done
don't.
with the seersucker suits. Like y'all need to
No, for sure, for sure,
come on
and
now.
and y'all, I know that was not. I know that that was not an actual mariachi song. I was just making something up to go along with the comment here. So remember when Kimmy said that? Didn't you get a massage to the Mel? Now I'm gonna give y'all three. I'm gonna give you two times where I gave y'all a clue from the show. When Chris Fletcher said, not only don't you have no woman, she ain't even got your name no more. The time where I showed y'all Tisha's outfit and Marceau's outfit. Remember that clue from Kimmy. Remember that clue from Kimmy. Hashtag remember that clue from Kimmy about Melody getting a massage. That will be very important in part 3. I'm just going to leave it right there because it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun, but the rabbit has had the gun all season long. And I'm just going to leave it right there. So then we move on to Melody doubles down on Martell being a liar. Tisha said that Kiki tried to block Tisha's daughter's number out of her daughter's phone, which is for you to even use your child, Tisha. But you know what? You get what's coming to you because then, did you want to say something like Gigi before I moved on?
No, I just
Yeah, Alpha MC, that is clue 3. Now, was I right about those last 2 clues? Yes or no?
yeah,
Yes or no? And I did not
yeah.
spoil the show for y'all. Not one bit. So just remember that clue about Kimmy saying that Melody got a massage. Okay, just remember that. And we'll come back next virtual tour. We'll talk about it. But then, Tisha, you do get a lick back because Carlos asks, is Tisha capable of stepping out on you, Marceau? And then Marceau said, does she have a vagina and a mouth? I'm like, the actual fuck. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, Marcel definitely. Yeah, his time's coming. And it might actually come out. Tisha might actually be capable of it. Who knows? Who knows?
Listen, I'm gonna drop the link because I know y'all got a lot to say. I got a lot to hear. And Gigi, by the way, thank you for being so loving, kind, and gracious, for being understanding, and thank all of y'all for still coming. I really mean that because I was like, Lord Jesus, I've built up 9:01 and 9:00. But also, too, you know what? I think what my mom did for me tonight, my family did for me tonight, is they allowed me to just be human. Because I was talking to them about, I'm trying to build this up, but then I also said the same thing happened with my friends where they wanted me to come on New Year's Eve, and I just wanted to be alone. And my mom said that could cause depression, Bray. So I'm going to try better in the new year to be outside a little bit more respectfully, accordingly, and responsibly. But Gigi, I appreciate you being so understanding, and to all y'all for still coming. I really mean that. And you know what?
Well, it's nothing but love, and we do more than this panel together. We have other
Absolutely.
panels that we're on. Plus, we're actually, truly a family outside of here. Um,
Absolutely right.
Even though we might not be blood, we definitely, are family
Absolutely right.
nonetheless.
Absolutely
So
right.
I,
And the fact that, no, for sure. The fact that y'all still showed up, that means y'all were still looking for me. Because one thing to know and two things for sure, Love and Marriage Huntsville has not been reviewed until Braylon Lee comes on after 9:00. And the show was still that damn fire. The after show round was still that damn fire. You understand? Listen. Leave it to Bomb Roll Soul to give us a pause. That part right there. Let me pin the link for y'all. The link is pinned if you want to come up. Gigi, what are your thoughts overall with part two? And do you have any, you know, predictions about part three?
Listen, when it comes to part two, I feel like we definitely got a lot. A lot of
Yeah,
facial features that actually just told a whole story without even having to say a word.
correct.
I feel like Marcel will always be a whore and be Marcel. Um,
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the time to come out for these women to actually come out and speak on it. But just
Absolutely.
like they, as been said, Marceau is a smart cheater. He knows to mess with women who have, much to lose. So it's definitely
Yeah.
not going to happen.
No, for sure.
Um, no, but I'm waiting to see because I don't know if you saw Martel's face when Kimmy did say about Melody getting a massage.
Hmm.
I feel like that's going to trigger him a bit. Um,
Mm.
yeah, I feel like that's going to trigger him a bit. And honestly, I think we should watch out for social media because I think there's going to be some stuff coming out, especially after this aired, and
Yeah.
then his whole going to jail. So
No, I agree. I agree. By the way, have y'all been liking what I've been doing at 9 o'clock on the community wall with Melody's facial reactions? Have y'all been liking that? Like I said, when the rabbit got the gun, oh, it's not fun for everybody else. If y'all only knew what I'm gonna just leave it there. Like Alpha MC said, I was on point with Clue 1 and Clue 2. Hashtag Clue 3. Am I
right.
wrong? Am I wrong, Gigi?
No, you're on point. Definitely on point. And yeah, I don't. I'm just waiting to see what happens. Next week. I don't want to, give too much of my thoughts away. So, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just I'm gonna be smooth and just wait. But definitely enjoy doing, this panel, especially this review with you. Like this is
Yes,
awesome. Listen,
absolutely.
when you called me earlier and said, "Hey, can we push it back?" Yeah, because listen, we have to do this review. Like it has to be
Absolutely.
done, and I don't think you're gonna get it really any other way
No,
than the way that we do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Y'all,
so
this has
yeah,
been such a good time. Gigi, love you very much. We'll
yeah,
talk
much
soon.
love, love you, everybody. Thank you for joining. Make sure that you like,
Yes.
share, subscribe to our channels. Make sure
Yes,
that you
please.
hit the notification bell so whenever we are live or whenever we do post, you guys are always up to date and ready to join
Yes,
us and be
indeed.
on tour. So, love
Yes,
you guys,
indeed.
much love. But I gotta get out of here.
All right,
Later,
Queen. Love you
y'all.
very much. And by the way, if y'all have not watched the Ready to Love show, I was on today. I could stay on
Yeah,
long, but I know y'all shut it down. But y'all, if y'all want to join me and Gigi, we are on every Saturday at 3:05 on Talk with Solana's channel and Queen T with Gigi9 with our main man Q and myself. And y'all, if y'all think this is something here, just watch the panel. I
yeah,
promise you.
right.
Anyway,
But
love you,
yeah,
Queen. We'll
y'all
talk
take it
soon.
easy. Good night, y'all. Bye.
Good night, Queen. Bye. Alpha MC, love you as well, Queen. I'm gonna turn off my camera because I've done the whole show for an hour. Well, we've done the whole show for an hour. Oh my Lord Jesus, Alpha MC, much love to you. I'm so glad that this tour had you rolling. And listen, this is what we do around here. This is what we do. For sure. So I hope you guys have enjoyed each and every thumbnail this season, y'all. We got just one more show, and that means one more drop of 901 videos. I'm going to miss these 901 video drops. I really, really am. It's going to be quite sad when it's all said and done. Um, but you know what, though? Louisiana chick, hey! Hey, you! How are you? Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe to that beautiful sister there. I was watching her earlier, doing a great damn job. She's gonna be a legend out here in these streets. You heard me, and just love you, love you, love you. Just y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and invest in that sister right there. Absolutely fabulous. So I'm talking with Louisiana chick. This part two was a lot. This was a lot. Hang on, I gotta show you Swamp Talk Louisiana chick. My thumbnail for Martell. You are going to laugh your ass off on this one. Give me one moment, beautiful. It's so good to have you here. It really is. Hang on one second. Let me get that one up for y'all here. Okay, hang on. If y'all want to come up, feel free to click the StreamYard link. You'll be right here with me. All right, Louisiana chick, go ahead and read that. I gotta say, this is probably one of my all-time favorite thumbnails, y'all. I promise you it is. I promise you it is. It's no problem, beautiful. Honestly, to tell you the truth, y'all, let me tell you something. I've learned of Louisiana Chick 318 through Tea Talk with your girl. By the way, like, comment, share, subscribe to that beautiful sister. So did I not do my job? Did I not do my job, Louisiana Chick? Did I not do my job? Hashtag drop down on that ass with that lemon drop bundle. Hashtag she beat that ass with 7th Avenue on. By the way, that is a real code, y'all. If y'all go to 7thAvenueBeauty.net, type in code MLK24 for 30% off. Now that's gonna be for a limited time, okay? So whenever that code runs out, it runs out. And thank you, G Baby Who Baby. Thank you so much. But no, I met Louisiana Chick 318 through Tea Talk with your girl. And then when I saw her go live, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna support. And let me tell you something. And I'm saying this with the utmost love. When I heard Swamp Talk Louisiana Chick 318 speak for the first time, she's got a Creole soul of I love you, but I'm not putting up with your bullshit. And then she got this hair that's like Jill Scott hair, and the chocolate skin is chocolating like superbly. And she is married, fellas, so y'all can't go after her, because if she was single, she would be mine already. But she has such a personality where you feel so comfortable with her, where it feels real, true, and down to earth. She is like, she's a southern version of When Tay Talks. In the southern version of Tea Talk with your girl. I really mean that. She is going to be a legend out here. And I say that with the utmost love of that compliment, because last thing I want is to get my ass beat by a husband. So I'm just saying that Louisiana Chick 318 is a beautiful sister. Praise him, hallelujah, and amen. So I'm going to move on, because my Black life matters. So we're just going to move on right there. But anyway. Lord hell, why am I extra, y'all? Why am I extra the way I am? Anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe. We're live on tour. Yes, you are seeing that thumbnail correctly. Let me read it out to y'all. Martell Holt, a man would say that what a man would do is handle you, then claim Melody as the blessed she is, and that you didn't deserve. Hashtag she beat your ass with 7th Avenue on. Hashtag drop down on the ass with that lemon drop bundle. Hashtag code MLK24 for 30% off. Listen. Oh, my Lord Jesus Christ. Father God in heaven, bless me. But yes, we are live on tour, y'all. 21 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of you here. So thank y'all for the new subscribers. I really do appreciate y'all so much. It looks like this video right here, y'all are really digging into it with 64 views. That will definitely be more by the time the third part of the reunion comes around. The first part got 25 views, and then the last part of the reunion got 17 views. So it's definitely growing. So I appreciate y'all so much. Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus, how y'all feeling about the end of the show coming? Because next week is part 3, and then that's where me and Gigi will do it for the last time here. But how y'all feeling? Y'all ready for the season to be over? Do y'all feel like we need a mental reset for the content creators of the sector? Because I feel like we do. I feel like we need to see who's really going to be a spectator, who's going to be a participant. Now, I know Louisiana chick going to be throwing down. I'm not worried about her. You talk with your girl, Braylon Lee. I know De Silva, chit chat with QT. There's plenty of content creators that they are participating, so I'm not worried about them, but I am worried about the spectators that all they know how to do is this show. That's it. That's all I could put. Also trending as well as a great content creator. So we shall see, because this sector needs a mental reset for damn sure. For damn sure. Good Lord Jesus. Sorry, I'm just commenting on an Instagram post. Just to see those beautiful eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got it. Listen, you have not because you asked not. Lord help. So what are y'all plans for Sunday? Y'all got anything going on? Y'all going to work or y'all chilling at the house? By the way, Swamp Talk with Louisiana Chick's birthday is on Sunday, so happy early birthday to her. Yes, indeed. And please celebrate. Please. I only say that because life is too damn short where you don't want to miss out on how far you've come. You know what I mean? So please celebrate. Please. For sure. So I know I got work. Tomorrow. And then I'm in the house probably soon. So but yeah, so but yes indeed. Oh man. That really was a good thumbnail though, wasn't it? Oh man. 22 people in the building. Yeah, I'm glad it's almost over too, G baby, because like I said, this season has been quite a lot. I mean, really. And honestly, too, I think 6B, to me, and I've said this before, I think that this could have been the final season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I really do. But because it's got renewed, I'll say this, if they still have Martell Holt on next season, I promise you this, like the hell that OWN and Kingdom Reign Entertainment are going to have to go through, they're not going to know what to do. And honestly, too, I feel like the cast is kind of getting tired too. You know what I mean? Because like to be in this much ish, you have to be tired. Like even Tiffany and Big Lou said, it was just nice to have peace. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think next season should be the final season. Unless the Scotts leave, Martell leaves, Fletcher's come in full time, Kiki comes in part time because she needs to be part time just to kind of step in, and then let's get some new people. That's the only way I can see the show continuing. Otherwise, it's time for the final season. You know what I mean? But that's just me though. Yeah, it's been so much drama and negativity that and there's some people that, they have not reviewed Love and Marriage Huntsville. They're done with the show. And I'm just like this. I know that you guys have gotten to know me through this sector. Chit Chat with QT calls me Pastor Braylon, which I take that title on with a lot of pride, even though this mouth is not past the mouth. We all know this. Y'all see my mouth on YouTube, so listen. But but listen though, listen. But either way, um, I review this show because I do find the humanity in this show. I do find myself relating to really the vibe of humanity on the show. But most of all, I feel like this show is a good reminder of how far I've come in my life. And at least I know why I'm not. But also it teaches me that I have a long way to go. You know what I mean? I feel like, and I said this to my dad, I'm so proud of this channel because it is showcasing the complexity and the layers and the different dimensions of a black man. This is not just a black man who is strong. Y'all hear me sad, y'all hear me upset, y'all hear me happy, y'all hear me all over the place, y'all hear me overzealous. Like, this is not a typical channel where it's just straight laced. You get diversity of emotionality over here. And I'm very proud that as a black man, I'm able to execute that for all of you. So that's why I continue to review the show, because honestly, it is the show that keeps giving. And not to mention too, I feel like the way I came into YouTube through this sector, I've made lemons into lemonade with it. And it has brought me so many great people that it would be completely disrespectful not to contribute something to the sector. And I know that I contribute something good to the sector because there's obviously 20 people here right now with me, and y'all dig into every Love and Marriage Huntsville video that I do. I think y'all dig into it because y'all know that when you see that thumbnail from me, you know I'm not playing. You know I'm not playing. So listen. Excuse me. Excusing me. I'm so sorry. $19 people in the building. Thank you all so much. I'm gonna just pop a poll in the chat here. All right, here we go. I just want to see what y'all are going to say. Is it time to end the show? I don't mean Love and Marriage Huntsville, but this show right here that we're doing here. I got yes, no, just chilling, Bray. I waited for you, LOL. So we'll see what y'all have to say here. But no, 19 people in the building. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm so appreciative of y'all. More than y'all ever can know. Okay, I see a yes. I see a yes. Y'all are really real, and I appreciate y'all. I really do. I really do. Oh my Lord. Okay, let me get the daily motivator, because we have been on the highways and byways of the possibilities of what could be of this virtual tour live for 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 55 seconds. And 19 people are in the building with me. I appreciate y'all so much. Woo! 20 people in the building. Oh my Lord, sorry. That tells you how tired I am. That tells you how tired I am. Oh my Lord Jesus. Oh my Lord Jesus. Oh man. Oh man. All right, let me get the daily motivator up for you good people. Let me do it here for y'all. Perhaps one has to be very old before one learns to be amused rather than shocked. Pearl S. Buck. Perhaps one has to be very old before one learns to be amused rather than shocked. That's deep. It's time for the Daily Motivator for Saturday, January 13th, 2024. The truth endures. Often the truth is difficult, but when the truth is difficult, all other options are even more difficult. If there are no easy answers, you must go with the best answer. The best answer is the truthful one. You can face the truth by your own choice on your own terms, or you can evade and pretend and deny, and eventually the truth will hunt you down anyway. Either way, the truth persists, and no one has to support or maintain truth for it to remain true. Even with the most difficult truth, your best option is to keep yourself on its side. Though that can involve pain and substance, the truth is ultimately worth the cost. Truth matters, truth endures. It's always good to keep that in mind. Woo! Another good daily motivator. Before I give my thoughts on that, I am going to pull up something here that I want y'all to see. Now, I'm not going to play the I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with Usher's Yeah. You know what I mean? But I want y'all to see this because let me tell you something. When I was at an RV show today. So this show came on, y'all, and y'all, let me tell y'all something. This show right here is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to show y'all that real quickly before I get my thoughts. And I am going to review this show. Okay. I am going to review this show because, for one, it's a show that you wouldn't think that would make sense on TV, but it does make sense on TV. So let me get it up for y'all. Let me do this. Okay, hang on. All right, so let me switch it here. Deal or No Deal Island. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. So I'm going to share this tab instead. Give it a moment, y'all. Okay, y'all ready? Here we go.
Wait a second. Deal or no deal? No deal! The game you know and love is back. This time on the Banker's Private Island. It's a whole new game with a lot more money. Welcome to Deal or No Deal Island. This competition is the banker's test to find his ultimate opponent.
I was a model on Deal or No Deal. I know what a good deal is. I know what a bad deal is. For everybody who says I'm too old, I'm here to do it.
And here comes Boston Rob.
I want to figure out a way to control the game. And that's it.
Hidden throughout the island, cases filled with cash. You just need to find them. Win the cases. Face the banker. It's an opportunity to make the deal of a lifetime. Now go get those cases.
Money!
Look at the alligators in here.
Are you serious?
Anyone afraid of heights?
What?
Don't hate the host, hate the banker. These trials will only be getting more intense. Work together or sabotage another player.
Rob is a threat. He needs to go home.
You're now in control of this game.
I still got it.
Everything is leading to this. The biggest offer in Deal or No Deal history. Deal or no deal? or No Deal Island premieres February 26th on NBC and Peacock.
Y'all, let me tell y'all something. When literally, I was watching the show at the RV show, and y'all, I gotta tell you something. It's Survivor mixed in with Deal or No Deal. So basically, how this show works is they have to do these excursions to find those briefcases, and then whoever has the highest case is safe from elimination. But whoever has the lowest case has to go in and play a game of Deal or No Deal. And the eliminations happen that way. Y'all, I'm going to review the show because let me tell you something. That's a fire show. So with that being said, now let's get to the Daily Motivator. I just had to show y'all that because I'm just like, that's amazing. That's amazing. And yes, y'all did see Claudia Jordan. She was in my own Deal or No Deal in Boston Rob from Survivor. All right. So truth endures. What are my thoughts on this Daily Motivator? You know, I think the truth is often hurtful because it's something that you have to deal with in your now. And I think sometimes there are levels to truth and there are layers to truth. I think one thing we have to do is be still with the truth. That is one. Number two, we have to recognize as much as we want the truth, we have to be ready for the responsibility of the truth. That if we're asking how we are doing as a person, we got to be ready for the fact that guess what? Maybe we're not that good of a person now, but that doesn't mean we can't be a good person later on. And use that truth as a tool to help you rise up to be better. And finally, with the truth enduring. Truth is ultimately worth the cost, that there is a cost to being truthful. Sometimes being truthful allows you to create a whole movement where Black people can have civil rights. Other times being truthful means you do lose your job or you do lose friends and family. So remember that the truth does cost, okay? So those are my thoughts on truth hurts. Y'all continue to show up for me. Oh, we're just chilling. Okay. I go back and forth, right? But I at least wanted to do the Daily Motivator for you guys. Because I try to do that every live. The morning edition, I ended with a good news network story, and then during the nighttime version, I do the Daily Motivator because I believe after spending like 2 hours together, you deserve to go to bed with something positive. You know what I mean? And y'all, I got something coming to the YouTube channel very soon. And it's coming very soon. I cannot tell you what it is, but I promise you when you guys see it, you guys are going to flip your minds. Okay? That's all I can say for now. But I will say this. I watch the intro every time. I made it in Canva. And I watch the intro every time and immediately get excited. Because this particular platform that is being created is going to help so many people. And I can't wait for y'all to see it. I can't wait for y'all to see it. So yeah, oh, that's a car. Okay, I didn't know what that was. Oh, Lord, Jesus Christ. Anyway, with that being said, I love each and every one of you. To the 16 people that are here, to 19 people now, my Lord, to all the people that are here, the replay gang that is to come. I really do mean this from the bottom of my heart, the depths of my soul, the foundation of my being. I really do appreciate all of you so much for just seeing me, for believing in me, for investing in me. This content creation thing is not easy at all. You have to have a soul for it. You have to know your voice, and you have to be dug in. And if you're not dug in, Lord Jesus, people will find you out so quick, fast, in a hurry. But you guys sincerely continue to pour something into me, and there is not enough words, not enough giveaways, there's not enough anything to say thank you all so much. Like I said, to get to 80,000 total views, I was not expecting it at all. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, all right, you have 50,000 views. Okay, that's cute. You're at 60,000. I had 70,000. I had 80,000. It's like, oh, well, I guess we're being seen now. But there is no channel without all of you. I really do mean that. There is no channel without all of you. So I really do mean that. So thank you all so much. $20 people in the building still with me here. Thank you all so much. I appreciate y'all. Really do. Man. We are just chilling at this point, y'all. We have covered the show and everything else. We are just chilling. Oh, wow. Okay. Wait a minute. I got 4 votes. I got yes for 25%, just chilling for 25%, and I got a no at 50%. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Y'all are in here tonight. Okay. Y'all are in here tonight. By the way, if you guys are looking for more Love and Marriage Huntsville content, Tea Talk with Your Girl will be live at 12 noon tomorrow. Trending at some point will be live. We'll be live at 3 p.m. I think, let me see. I'm trying to think here. I think Chit Chat with QT. Let me make sure that beautiful sister there. I think she's going to be doing hers later on in the week. By the way, shout out to Millie Chun TV, by the way. Shout out to Millie Chun TV. Chit Chat with QT will be doing it. Let me see something. Wait a minute, I'm a little confused. Because it says January 4th. You know what? My behind. Okay, so she's doing it today. She's doing it today at 7:30 p.m. Okay, so all right. So Chit Chat with QT will be doing hers later on tonight at 7:30 p.m. If you guys are looking for more Love and Marriage Huntsville content, because there was a lot to talk about with this part 2 reunion. For sure. I know Wente Talks will be doing her thing. Drop the Mic will be doing her thing. I know Uppity would be doing her thing. Y'all know the regular schmegular content creators. Y'all know them. So but yes, indeed, though. I really am glad that I do my reviews on Saturdays, immediately right after, or I try to do it the same Saturday that the episode aired, because it does allow me to just kind of breathe. You know what I mean? For the rest of the week, because everyone else is just going. I know that Queen Sheba will be doing her review, or she'll be uploading that as a premiere very soon as well. But yes, indeed. So, and of course, the Silva, she did her live review tonight as well. By the way, shout out to the Silva. If you guys want a YouTube channel, go over to her YouTube page and just email her. She is a legend upon legend. Black women are in the building's a great content creator, make it make sense. He dropped by the channel and subscribed as well. So yeah, there's a couple of good people. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. 16 people in the building. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We are still here chilling. Still here chilling. Man. By the way, I hope y'all been enjoying the timestamps as well. I've been trying to put timestamps on every video that I can for you guys, so that way you guys can just go back through and watch them on your own time. I feel like it's been helpful, you know what I mean, because I know I talked for a long time. Okay, but yeah, I hope that the timestamps have been helping y'all out. Because now, instead of trying to go through the whole video, everything else, now you guys can just go right to that part of the video and hear what you want to hear and comment on what you want to comment on, things like that. So it's good stuff.
Do you know that there are people who see your worth and the level of success that's in you and your potential before you even see it? I'll never forget the time a lady came up to me and she said, "I've been waiting on you." And I was like, "What does that mean?" She said, "I've been waiting on you to tell your story. I've been waiting to see you." And it dawned on me that obviously she saw something in me that I hadn't even seen myself.
Of what you are praying for and are worthy of. There we go. Sorry, y'all, just responding to a little post on social media. Yes, indeed. So 15 people still in the building with me. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Just chilling at this point, y'all. Just chilling. I got like so many votes. I got like 4 votes. 25% say yes, it's time to end the show. Just chilling. 25% and 50% said no. So I'm gonna be up with y'all for just a little bit longer, not too much longer. I'll probably close it off at 2:40 and just round it up and be done. So I'll hang out with y'all for just a little bit longer. But yeah, like I said, feel free to come on up on StreamYard or participate in the live chat. We are live. I'm glad to have all of you here. $14 people in the building. Man. like I said, y'all, 5 more minutes, and then I'll be closing it out here. So if you guys want to come up, last call for StreamYard or to participate in the live comment section. And then, of course, you guys can always participate in the comments below. Yes, indeed. So. Man, oh man. Lord. So what do y'all think the third week of the year is going to have in store for us? Because these past 2 weeks, I just can't do it. I can't do it. Lord. Just, I hope this year is good to us because, man, last year was just a lot. You heard it was a lot. So, just hope good things in the new year. So, by the way, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all, the 90 Day Fiance season 4, episode 2 after show, 617 views. Thank y'all so much for that. And the Michael Jackson, Larsa Pippen, Marcus Jordan, Amy Robach, Reef Franklin, the Galleria Mall, and Usher, 83 views. Thank you all. The Michael Strahan, Funky Dineva, Charmaine the God Show, 112 views. Thank y'all so much. I really do mean that. And like I said, I know what I'm doing in this sector is completely different than most, especially with, because in this sector, y'all really do love reality TV that much, but I also know that, I think we're more than just reality TV. So when I do those virtual tour lives of all those different topics in one show, it really does warm my heart that each video has gotten views on it, because that goes to show me that you guys are game to information. You guys are game to conversation. You guys are game to learning new things. And I appreciate that because, with YouTube, once you find your sector, you have to kind of stay locked in that. Otherwise, people will deviate from you. But what I love about you guys is y'all know I'm going to come through with the commentary on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but y'all also know that I'm versatile with other topics as well. And not to mention too, it allows me not to be in a box. You know what I mean? So I'm not so bogged down by, oh, well, the show is over. I don't have any content. There's plenty of content to talk about. Plenty. So I appreciate y'all. I really do.
Crazy. I don't know word for word. She left it there, and it's just like
hang on, y'all. I'll showcase just a little bit of Swamp Talk with Louisiana Chick just to give her some love, y'all. So y'all give me a moment as I pull her up, because we definitely do promote on this channel for sure. So hang on, give me one moment. There we go. Here we go. Let me do that there.
Girl, you ain't lie. They always talk about how the show is protecting male, but I don't see how. This damn show ain't no protecting male at a reunion yet. This damn show ain't never protected male at a reunion yet.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't show any other aspects of male's life. I don't know why.
Sis, your phone is going in and out.
I'm on my computer.
Oh,
Well, you need to go get your phone because your damn computer don't like you right now.
yeah, it's being a bully.
You are yabba dabba doing.
Hey, Uni Boo, what you got going on?
Hey, good night, everybody. No, I just come here to listen to y'all and to drag Freddy Cougar. That's all. Um, but I think the my favorite part from the reunion was when it's the tennis match going on between Kimmy and was it and Mel when they asked about Tisha delusional. I thought
Yeah,
that was funny.
that was.
I was like, this is my favorite. She's like, go ahead, Kimmy. Kimmy was like, go ahead, Mel. Because we know she's delusion, and we don't want to say anything or the truth or the fact because she's going to use it next season about how they're trying to ruin my marriage, and we kind of tired of that same BS.
Mm.
I can have
Like
it.
we can tell you, we can show you picture, but you're not gonna leave, you know, your wife. You're not gonna leave your wife.
Yeah, keep telling me there wasn't never no concrete proof. What the fuck? You know that was that man back, just like we know that was that goddamn man back, and you know you wasn't in no, it wasn't in bed with your ass.
Maybe she want to catch him in the act with some lady doing the nest. Maybe even though she's still not gonna, she's legally blind. She's gonna stick by her two piece, and that's it. And I just feel like everyone should just leave the whole thing alone because she's still not gonna leave. He gonna leave her before she leave him.
Right. And that's why I feel like Mel is just like she washed her hands of it. She like you love it, I like it.
Sure, I mean the same thing too. I mean, like that's why I was like, good, go ahead, Kim. But I'm pretty sure Kim have been like, girl, I do not want these stats to be on me 24/7. So I'm gonna let you take the reins. But like, I think they should just stop, and I think Kiki should also stop. Like, the girl wants to be behind and sit in her delusion chair. Just let her sit there and look stupid. You don't have to do much. You just let her sit there and look stupid. You know, and it just it's I think that storyline, if they're coming back next season, I hope not. If they're coming back next season, I think that storyline they should have another storyline. I'm trying to figure out what happened to the lawsuit, to the unfinished project.
Mm.
So how you mentioned it one time, oh, we have a lawsuit, da 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 da, and then the rest is like cheating, the same stupid storyline from season one. What happened to what's going on in? And that's what I'm saying. They use the cheating allegation to skip away from what's really going on in their life. And that was like I think that's Carlo's fault because it's like she's not gonna leave Marcel. Let's move on to another storyline. What was going on with their life? What happened to the lawsuit? We want detail in Zen Garden.
Mm.
Okay? That's what we need detail of that. What is the t-shirt doing? Which product she's using to put her label on to try to sell it like she actually is a businesswoman. That's what we need to know. Like, let's move on to a different story.
Right.
Because you dropped the ball. And that's what I'm talking about. Everybody talking about like, oh, they're protecting milk. Every season they drag them. Every time we go to another topic, for some reason it go right back to Martell and Mel. And it's like, but we didn't finish talking about the first thing that we were talking about. Why all of a sudden now it's about them? They have nothing to do with that topic. So it's like I think it's called this in the producer's fault. It's like try something else. We're tired of Mel and Martell, me low key. And we're tired of the cheating thing, low key and high key. I'm tired of it. And we just want some new fresh storyline. And I'm also tired of Dry Libido talking about her cooch every episode. We're tired of that. Now, girl, I know more about your private part than ask for. I didn't ask for this. But, you know, I feel like we need new faces, revamp the show. I know you want to stick to the courses, but I'm gonna need some one of those nuts to be friend of the show because they're bringing absolutely nothing. There's no new storyline. There's no new nothing. Like somebody got to be the friend of the show. They could kick Martel off because he bring absolutely nothing. But tight suits, yeast infection fits, and attention. That's what he brings to the show. We can let him go. We can keep the Fleshers. We can keep Stormy and her nightmare looking mother. And we can get another couple of there that, you know, that actually have businesses that's not going to copyright plagiarism. Somebody who tie your business to their website. Someone that can talk, articulate, their tongue is not heavy. Someone who doesn't have a toxic mother. Like we need new people. That's what I feel. And I just don't understand why Freddy Krueger was on stage. Just like why is she here? How you 50,000 years old? You're trying to fight with a 30-something-year-old woman that not even pay you mind. Like you should also show. She was. That's why I'm saying I was in this woman being any old man since the get go. You was with them. So how you know Melanie is in the social group? No, ma'am. You are in the social group, popping your gum, talking mash. Don't she have your mother to go take care of? But you want to sit here and going off. That's why I'm saying. That's why she was like, "Oh, you sitting here arguing with your husband. You divorced for 2 years." I was like, "Man, you better have that in the back of your pocket, ready to use, right? What happened to your husband? Did she get on my nerve? In no way. And, it's like maybe she mad because she didn't want one of those male face products to actually make her face look whole again. Because she get on my nerve. Why are you going in about somebody? It's your grown daughter. Like I don't understand. Let your grown daughter handle her business. If it's for y'all. But besides that, it was a good, you know, reunion. You know, Mel calling out Martel is always good for me because it's like he's such a liar. He's such a, double talk person. It's like every time he get caught in a lie and get called out, I'm always for it. And I think Tiffany should stay off the show also. There's nothing going on. The storyline is not moving on. They should stay off the show. Kiki, I don't know. Kiki, if you're gonna come back to the show, it better not be about your cousin. Or you can just stay off the show. That's how I feel. But I don't know. It was good.
All right now. Well, there we go.
Mm-hmm. There we
I think it was good.
Louisiana, you got you on your phone now, sis?
Yep.
That's
Oh, that sounds better.
Okay, so in my opinion, I I would like to see more of Kim. Yep. Okay. I actually like Kiki.
Mhm. Baby,
So
your Wi-Fi just got right.
Kiki real.
You going in and out of still, sis.
Okay. What about now?
Man, talk. Kiki real.
Okay, Kiki is good to me. I like Kiki. You know what? Okay, I'm going back to that.
We heard you that time.
Okay, I'm saying like I want Kiki and Armin on the show permanently.
I hope you're not talking, sis, because we can't hear nothing you saying.
Is she talking?
She dropped, baby. I don't know what is going on. Who done put a hex on her ass? But baby, they got that phone tied up and tangled.
Yeah, I'm just saying this, and I ain't saying Kiki did anything wrong. I'm just saying this, the optics of the reunion, how they did this, it just does not, it didn't come off great, and it's sad, and it was like y'all not gonna let her really defend herself. Y'all not really gonna delve into anything. It's like, what's the point for real? It was just real frustrating.
I think he may drop the ball when it comes to the methadone thing because I think it's like there's a specific test for you to test for that substance. But he always said that, yes, she's taking methadone treatment. If there's not a specific test for that, it's not going to show. But the point is, they're making it seem, the thing I get on my last nerve, it's like, y'all making it seem like this girl was under the bridge with the troll doing crack cocaine, heroin, and other hard drugs. She was popping pills.
Right.
Yeah, that's still a drug, but that's y'all making it seem like she's a junkie. Do you know how many rich white women out here popping pills at that Malibu house?
Exactly.
Oh, Tennessee girl, that would have been so good if she did, but I get it. Kiki doesn't seem like she want to go too far because she still wanted relationships with her family at the time. But yeah, they
But I'm saying though, but if I understand you on the relationship with your family, if my family gonna treat me like that's why I was like I can never be her. If I'm sober, you keep insinuating that I'm taking drugs like this. I know she's on drugs. Prove it, Letitia. How she's on
Definitely.
drugs?
I would.
Prove it. When I tell you I would have laid her down, I would have laid her down. I was like, okay, facts. Why they also go to Africa without you? Why I want to drag her with that alone?
Fuck
Expose
that.
every last one of her dirty drawers. Cause ain't no way. How
and
you
I
know?
appreciate I appreciated how both Martell and Mel came out and was like, "Oh, you made that seem like it was something arranged, like in what?" And I appreciated that because it just
Hey,
really
Braylon.
I was over it.
I'm sorry. At this
Because she
point,
was like,
Tisha would have had to see me on that motherfucking stage. I would have beat the brakes off of Tisha because now you fucking really playing in my goddamn face. No God. I'm trying to tell you. No fucking God.
I'm telling you, Kiki loves Kiki should have just, but I don't know if she's still, but if it was me, it's like, oh, well, you cheated on your husband. I was like, yes, bitch, I did it. He did. Guess what? That's not going to happen. I'm not out here being delusional like you.
And I
That's what
wish
she
you would have
And I
said.
said it
would have
ain't that much.
sprayed her behind with the side, whatever information I have. The white girl I work with also allegedly, in my opinion.
You only
I would
do
have
time I
sprayed
hate
their
it.
asses too.
And in my marriage.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel
So y'all, that is her channel. I just wanted to give her a little bit of love. She's been going like in and out. all night. But I'm going to end my live here because we've been on the highways and byways of the possibilities of what can be for 2 hours, 55 minutes, and 37 seconds. So with that being said, it is time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you are always born a blessing. And trust, you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why is one thing? Call yourself. It's enough. Wait a minute. 60% is saying no? Oh my God. Well, I mean, I don't know what else to talk about, y'all. Like, we talked about everything. I mean, I really do appreciate y'all still being here. I really do mean that. I just don't know what else to talk about because, y'all, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And plus, all of that, trust me, this is not going to be the last time I talk about LAMH. Y'all will see me in live chats. Y'all will see me on panels. There is more to come because we have a part 3, and then Love and Marriage DC will be happening Saturday, January 27th at 8/7 Central. Oh, my Lord Jesus, it's a lot going on. For real, it's a lot going on. So, but yeah, 5 people are saying I got 20% for yes and just chilling, and then 60% said no, not to leave yet. I mean, how much longer y'all want me to stay? I mean, I could stay up for like maybe 10, 15 more minutes, but then after that, I gotta head out because I gotta get me some sleep too. But y'all are some night owls, though. I can see that. I can definitely see that for sure. Night owl gang in the building. So I think that was Prosperity's channel. And I think that they broadcasted it on her channel instead as well. So that's what I'm thinking, honestly. But yeah, so. Like I said, I'll turn off my microphone for now. If you guys want to still participate in the live chat, feel free. And yeah, we'll just listen to the nighttime driving music. So. All right, you all. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down because it's just us here. But thank you all so much. I'm gonna play the fireworks and everything. And with that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special because you are always more a blessing. Trust you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise one thing to call yourself is nothing you've chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. Hopefully, I spent time together. We're great together. And I always remember where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just living a little bit of a life. Make sure the replay is not just work for you to watch it, not just for you to listen to it, but for you to want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I embrace you all. See you real soon. Always remember, on receive love, you got to give it. On receive love, you got to give it. On receive love, you got to give it. I'll do the outro one more time. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special because you were always born blessed. And trust you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Wise one thing to call yourself is nothing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, I spend time together with Ross. Great together. And I always remember when you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or just living a little bit of a life. Make sure the replay is not just work for you to watch it, not just work for you to listen to it, but for you to watch experience it again. I love you. I value you. I embrace you all. Always remember, on receive love, you gotta give it. On receive love, you gotta give it. On receive love, you gotta give it. And also, too, whatever obstacles you have overcome, whatever success you have achieved on this particular day, I am extremely proud of you. But if no one else is proud of you, be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, after part 3, can we just have a mental reset and just not think about Huntsville, Alabama for just a good while? Can we all do that? With that being said, one love, much love, all love. Enjoy the fireworks for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings are on the way for you, me, and for all of us here as people. Good night, everybody.